thing on? We good? Are we on? Are we on? Are we live? Are we live? Hello? Hello? Just making sure everything is good to go and working properly. I think we're good. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Busy with work and finishing up my school semester. Oh boy. That was porn on my screen. Okay. Great start. I'm just trying to put it up on the streaming services I am attempting to use. Come on, don't I gotta use this? We will figure things. What? What? Oh, did they just make it? Oh, they just changed it. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, did not know that. Yo, what's good, Sam? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, it's been a minute. I've just been really busy with work and school, so yeah, I was hoping to get it to do the rubber match, not the rubber match. Yeah, the rubber match of the what do you call it? The Marlins and the Mariners, but had plans that came to fruition that Sunday, which I had found out about on the on Saturday, the day before. So yeah, I've been busy, and then other few days I've had work, either work or school. But now we're fine. Finally, should be able to. I should be able to cover, if things go a certain way, all 3 games of this series, which hasn't happened in a. I don't think it's even happened yet. I don't think I've covered a full series yet. Um, but tomorrow, if I don't cover tomorrow's game here at home, that means I'm at the game, because it's very possible that I will actually go to that game tomorrow. But we'll see. And you guys would likely get a YouTube video vlog out of that, if things work out in a certain way. Other than that, I'm looking forward to it. The Mariners have been on a hot streak lately. Unfortunately, they just lost their first game in a while. They were riding a 6-game winning streak, which was very, very nice to watch. I think my thing just went down. Let's try this again. Just want to make sure I can get the right things going, make sure everything is working as I would hope it would. Because if not, I'm going to be rather upset or just annoyed. See if the Astros lost, because I know they were losing. Oh, yeah, they're going to lose. They're down to their final 3 outs, and they're down 4. So that's good. Okay, I guess we're going to the... Where's the laptop? It's right here. We're going to resort to the laptop for now. It's going to be a lot more delayed than I would have hoped for. But I'll be able to watch the Mariners broadcast on it. So give me 1 second here. Don't you love technology? Gotta love it. So means I gotta get my AirPods. Oh, they're right here in front of me. That's good. Perfect. So if I have this up, it'll be a lot more delayed than I would hope for. But that's what I've been doing the past forever, watching the games, and I just kind of keep my phone off and react to it as I go. So at the end of the day, we're getting an authentic, genuine reaction out of yours truly. As we put the AirPods on here in a moment. There we go. So Luis Severino on the mound today for the Oakland Athletics. Sorry, just the Athletics. Had a good start on opening day against the Mariners. Went 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Hopefully the Mariners can get to him this time around even more so, as the Mariners have been on a hot streak, especially Cal Raleigh and Jorge Polanco. And I guess we're all set to go. And here comes J.P. Crawford to lead off for the Mariners. First pitch to him is up and away for ball 1. Let's fix that real quick, get the quality a little bit better. Hopefully that gets up pretty quickly. And here we go. And the next pitch to J.P. Crawford is swung on into right field for a base hit. A new career high for a hit streak for J.P. Crawford. I believe it's 14 games now for J.P. Crawford, and the leadoff man is aboard. Fastball down the middle as he loops it into right field. An early base runner here for the Mariners to start the ballgame. J.P. Crawford with a smile on his face, and here comes Jorge Polanco batting .380, reigning American League Player of the Week. Back-to-back Mariners got it. First pitch to him is outside. So Mariners are looking for their 9th straight series win here in Sacramento. They've won 8 straight series wins dating back to when they got swept by the San Francisco Giants, and they haven't lost a series since. As a piece of the outfield wall kind of got taken off on the bullpen. They had to fix that for a little bit. Lawrence Butler had to go help out in right field. Mariners bullpen kind of tore off a piece of the padding out in right field. Jorge Polanco about to see a 1-0 pitch with J.P. Crawford on first base, leadoff single. And swinging a foul at a fastball down the middle. Very similar pitch to what JP just saw. So this is the first time the Mariners will be playing in Sutter Health Park, which is the home of the AAA affiliate for the San Francisco Giants and the Sacramento River Cats. And now it's also home to the Athletics for the next 3 years. And the 1-1 pitch is belted out to right field. Lawrence Butler might have a beat on it, and he does. He makes the catch. So out number 1, a loud out from Jorge Polanco there. I thought he could have gotten a hold of that one. It would have been 2-0 Mariners, but the ballpark is just able to hold it. Luis Severino, a 6-pitch kind of guy, but mostly the first 4 four-seam sinker, sweeper, and cutter we'll be seeing the most, and then very occasionally a changeup and a slider. And here comes Julio Rodriguez. Homered in the first series and swings at the first pitch foul. 0-1. Julio having an interesting year so far, ups and downs, as you would expect from start of a season for Julio. And the 0-1 pitch is up and in, nearly hits him. I feel like it might have gotten a piece of him, but I guess not. An up and in fastball just nearly gets him on the elbow. Ooh, he just gets away from it. So 1-1 now to J-Rod, as I'm wearing his jersey today. I'm not going to turn around just yet. And the 1-1. Swinging a line drive out to center field, but right at the center fielder. J.J. Bleday for out number 2. Another loud out. And here comes the cleanup man, Cal Raleigh, who is currently the major league leader in home runs with 12. Had 2 in the first game against the Texas Rangers, this past road trip they just had. I mean, they're still on the road, but this last series, where the Mariners routed the Rangers 13-1. Cal Raleigh's an opportunity here. First pitch to him is inside, clips the corner for a strike. And the 0-1 to Cal is inside. So the count evens up at 1-1. Let me make a white screen there in front of my TV so you guys can see me better. Hopefully I'm not too bright. Not Cal Raleigh at first. And the 1-1 pitch to Cal is way up and in. That one almost hits him. 2-1 now. The Mariners been on fire. The Royals been on fire. The Rays won the series versus the Yankees. It's been an awesome couple of weeks. It's been a great couple of weeks for baseball. Absolutely. Hopefully the Mariners can keep it up, because if they start to slow down, it's going to be bad. So we got to keep up the momentum. Cal Raleigh with a 2-run count. J.P. Crawford at first base. J.P. kind of leading off a bit. And the 2-1 Inside ball 3, 3-0, or 3-1, sorry. So a hitter's count now for Cal Raleigh in this windy night in Sacramento. The wind is blowing out towards the outfield, more so the right field. So if you get a hold of one there, then send it a long way. The 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. JP runs, throws in time, but he's in there safely. So JP Crawford swipes his second bag of the year, and now they got a runner in scoring position. I like the aggression from JP Crawford. A feet first slide, and throw, I guess, was not in time. Not nearly in time. I thought it was closer than it looked closer than it was. So Cal Raleigh now facing a full count. Maybe give him a fastball here to put a charge into. Maybe a hanging sweeper. Severino has a nice sweeper that's very, very dangerous. And the payoff pitch is a sweeper. Down and in, ball 4. I called the sweeper. Yeah, the Brewers are stomping the Astros. I was watching that game earlier. It's the MLB TV free game of the day. So good on the Brewers, man. And this series right here, matter of fact, which is actually crazy to think about, is right now for the AL West division. Mariners in first place by 2 games over the Athletics. And here comes Rowdy Tellez, the first baseman, batting under 200, 194. First pitch to Rowdy is swinging a miss at a high fastball. 0-1. But yeah, the Mariners kind of just got to keep it up. Keep the bats going. They kind of struggled their last 2 games, only scoring 3 runs in the last 2 games combined. 1-1, lost 1. And the 0-1 to Rowdy is swinging off of Severino, but right up the middle, as Jacob Wilson will step on the bag at second base. And that'll be out number 3. The Mariners strand a pair. They go to the bottom of the first, scoreless. Jacob Wilson was playing up the middle there. Had it somehow squirted through, it probably would have scored JP, but unfortunately it hit it right into the defense. Let's scoreboard watch real quick. 1 second. So the Yankees are up on the Padres in the top of the 8th, 3-0. Cardinals are up on the Pirates in the bottom of the 8th, 6-3. D-backs over the Mets right now, 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. Dodgers beat the Marlins 7-4. The Braves one-hit the Reds as they won 4-0. The Giants fell to the Cubs in Wrigley Field 9-2. Royals beat the Sox 3-0. Brewers beat the Astros 5-1, and then the Guardians Nationals game was postponed. So they'll play that at a different date, probably tomorrow, for a doubleheader at Nationals Park. That's what it's looking like, yeah. So a Mariners win today, or at least a series win here, would be absolutely huge. Because every game that we win in this series would up a what do you call it? It'd get a full game up on the Athletics. I haven't told any of my family to start rooting for the Mariners. I'm afraid how they respond. Hey, the Mariners are a fun team to root for. So they're one of those teams that have never been good or like really been totally successful. It's fun to watch them succeed. If and when they do. So Lawrence Butler, Brent Rooker, and Tyler Soderstrom will be the top of the order that we will see at the very minimum for Bryce Miller here on the mound. And here comes Lawrence Butler, left-handed right fielder. Bryce Miller, 6 starts, 2-3 record, 3.52 ERA, 24% strikeout rate, and 14.7 breaking ball rate, or base on balls rate, walk rate. His first pitch is down and in. For ball 1, a fastball. Showing Mark Kotze, the manager for the Athletics. And the 1-0 to Butler is popped up sort of into right field, right center, and Julio is under it, makes the catch for the quick first out. 2 pitches, 1 out. So here comes the DH, Brent Rooker. Bryce Miller, another 6-pitch kind of guy, has a lot of pitches going for him, but mostly the four-seamer at 41.4% four-seam fastball. Then the sinker, splitter, and knuckle curve are his top 4, with the slider and the sweeper both under 10% of the time he throws it. So here comes Brent Rooker, the designated hitter, batting .243, 9 home runs, 18 ribbies. And the first pitch to Rooker is swung on and miss at a fastball outside, 0-1. We're going to be seeing a lot of fastballs today from Bryce Miller. And hopefully they work out. Oh yeah, definitely not the Yankees. The 0-1 to Rooker. Check his swing at that elevated fastball. Check down to first base, does not go. Yeah, the Yankees, I'm good, dude. I don't really care for the Yankees. And the 1-1 to Rooker is another fastball inside, 2-1. And Bryce Miller's walk rate is very uncharacteristic for his past couple of years. Definitely a down year compared to other years. And the 2-1 is popped up foul. Cal takes his mask off and it goes into the seats, 2-2. Brent Rooker with a 2-2 count. And here's the pitch from Bryce. Is grounded foul. Breaking ball that time. Might probably the curve of the splitter. And we'll do the 2-2 again. Mariners would love a quality start here from Bryce Miller, and the 2-2 pitch to Brent Rooker is way up and in. Did that hit him? Rooker loses his helmet trying to get out of the way, and they're saying it hit him. Let's see if it actually did or not. Hit his helmet. Hit the brim of his helmet. Oops, sorry about that. And the A's have a 1-out base runner. Knocked his helmet off. And here comes Tyler Soderstrom, who at one point was the league leader in home runs for quite some time and is very surprising overall. Left-handed first baseman. Yeah, Soderstrom here was the offense for opening day for the Oakland A's. Sorry, just the Athletics. I'll call me Oakland A's. Why not? First pitch to Soderstrom is down and in with a curveball. So 1 on, 1 out for Soderstrom. So far this year, 7 for 15 against the Mariners, 3 home runs and 4 ribbies. And the 1-0 to Soderstrom. Sinker that time, clips the corner, not called. So 2-0 now. It was a good two-seam pitch there, but Cal kind of turned it into a ball as he may have missed his spot just a little bit. Kind of had to bring it over. Bring the glove across his body, and the 2-0 pitch is at the knees for a strike. Fastball. 2-1 now. Bryce back in the count. Very windy day in Sacramento. You can see Bryce Miller's hair blown in the wind. Here comes the 2-1. In there for a strike. Right down the middle, 2-2. Fastball once again. My car fixed in a couple days. Nice, dude. Hopefully that goes how it should be planned. And the 2-2 to Soderstrom. Here it comes. Is a ground ball past Leo Rivas. Rooker makes a turn from first to third, and the A's have it on the corners. As the ball gets skied over to Williamson, and Soderstrom gets into second base. What happened there? Got past Rivas and Tellez, and the ball was airmailed by the right fielder, Rylan Thomas, who just got the call up. As it goes to Ben Williamson, and Soderstrom takes advantage against the extra base. So here comes Miguel Andujar with runners on second and third and one out. You would love a strikeout or a pop-up here with Shea Langoliers looming on deck, another big power hitter for the Athletics. First pitch to Andujar is in there for a strike. So some quick offense for the Athletics here, and they're already in business. 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. You'd love for Bryce Miller to get out of this one. The 0-1 is way outside. Cal able to keep hold of it. 1-1. Now you don't need a long fly ball. It's not. It won't all confirm to do it. It won't guarantee a run if you get a fly ball. Rooker not the fastest guy in the world on third base, and the 1-1 is swung on out to right field down the line, slicing foul into the green. So now Andujar facing a 1-2 count. The wind, that was kind of wind-aided foul. And the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul. Andujar batting cleanup. A's after coming off a very nice road trip going against the Rangers and the Marlins in Miami. But they've just flown across the country for a night game here in Sacramento, California. And the 1-2. Way up and in. What? That was a weird pitch. Cal set up outside, but was able to keep it in front of him. Not even close to his spot. A high knuckle curve. Not sure if that was the wind or just slipped out of Bryce Miller's glove. Anyway, a 2-2 count. And the 2-2 is down and in, full count. The count remains full now for Miguel Andujar with 2 on and 1 out. You would love a punch out or a lazy pop up here. Here comes the payoff. Swinging a foul, just then the back end of the swing hit Cal on his mask. Just able to get a piece of that curveball. Maybe the sweeper that time. It's the payoff pitch once again to Miguel Andujar. And here it comes. Swinging a fly ball out to center field. This should be enough. Julio has a beat on it. Julio throws on his way. Julio throws to third. Sacrifice fly, and it is 1-0 Athletics. Let's see, home team score. That ball went a lot further than I thought it would. Looked like a lazier swing. And here comes Shea Langoliers with a man on second base and 2 outs. It is quickly 1-0 Athletics. Wind is blowing out here in Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. First pitch to Shea Langoliers is way up and in for ball 1. So 1-0 A's early on here in the first inning. In the 1-0 pitch, same spot. Way up and in. Not even close. 2-0. Bryce Miller having a tough time with his command. Not sure if it's the wind or he's just not having it right now. And the 2-0 to Langoliers is outside. 3-0. Splitter that time misses away. So 3 balls and no strikes to Shea Langoliers. Bryce Miller about to reach 25 pitches of this first inning, which is very taxing for him. And the 3-0 pitch is down the middle for a strike. Fastball that time. Need a lot more of those. A lot more strikes. Would prefer a lot more fastballs. He's got a sweeper? Yeah, but he throws it at less than 10% of the time. It is one of those pitches that it's a very big rarity, but yes, he does have it. It's a very good pitch. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Another fastball that time outside. Got him to expand the zone there. So now the count draws full after falling behind 3-2. Full count now to Shane Langoliers as he calls time, but steps back in the batter's box pretty quickly. Mariners so far 2-2 against the Athletics so far this season. Opening homestand for 4-game set. And the 3-2 pitch is swung on foul. Another fastball that time on the inner half. Inner third of the plate, I should say. Okay, the Mariners split the opening series between the Athletics 2-2. Mariners winning the first and last game of that set, with the A's winning the 2 middle games. And the payoff. Swinging a shot out to right field. Ryland Thomas has it measured, and he makes the catch to limit the damage at the end of the inning. The A's take a 1-0 lead, but we go to the bottom of the top of the second. 1-0 Athletics. Let's scoreboard watch real quick. Just see if anything changed at all. Nope. Nothing has changed. Oh, never mind. The Padres took the lead over the Yankees. They had a 4-run inning so far and counting. Wow, what an inning for the San Diego Padres. I see the Reds are kind of a cool team. Yeah, they haven't made the playoffs in a while, but we'll see how they could possibly do. Oh, an upcoming homestand for the Mariners is going to be fun. Blue Jays and Yankees. Here comes left fielder Miles Mastrobuoni to lead off the top of the second in the absence of Randy Arozarena, who's taken a day off of a hamstring injury. First pitch in there for a strike on the upper inside corner, fastball. Mariners would love to get something going here, maybe tie this ball game up, and the 0-1 to Mastrobuoni is swung on, fouled off. Quickly 0-2. High fastball that time. Would have been, in all likelihood, a ball, but one of those too close to take pitches, a good one to swing at. And the 0-2 to Mastrobuoni is swinging a miss. Good sweeper that time. Quickly 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And here comes Ben Williamson, the third baseman for the Mariners. Got called up last time. One of the last couple of times I was live. Or a few weeks ago, I should say. Playing very well so far. First pitch to him is upstairs for ball 1. And 1-0 to Ben Williamson. Down the middle for a strike. Ben Williamson, 8 RBIs, batting .242 and a home run. hit his first home run in Toronto, the one and only game that I streamed in that Toronto series. The 1-1 to Williamson. Swung on and fouled off. Breaking ball that time on the upper outside part of the plate. I hope they do too. Hope the Red Sox do as well. You're a fan of a lot of teams, my friend. Wow. And the 1-2 to Williamson is outside, but he fouls it away. Williamson facing a 1-2 pitch here with one out and nobody on here in Sacramento. 1-0 Athletics. And the 1-2 is swung on and fouled. Another foul ball. Williamson battling here. And the 1-2 to Ben is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. It was a ball, a true ball, but called strike 3. Shea Langoliers must have brought that pitch back in. And it's back-to-back strikeouts for Severino to open the second. Here comes Leo Rivas, the second baseman. Rivas batting .378, one of the more productive bats here in the bottom of the order. Not known for his power, but he can get you on base. Switch hitting second baseman. First pitch to him is up and in for ball 1. And the 1-0 to Rivas is in there for a strike. Leo Rivas with an over 500 on-base percentage, 13 hits and 5 walks in his last 10 games. Very impressive stuff. On the 1-1 is just on the outside corner for a strike. Breaking ball that time. Backdoor breaking ball. Severino going after these Mariners hitters, and so far it's working. Very injured Mariners team. Losing Ryan Bliss and Victor Robles early on in the season to pretty substantial injuries. And the 1-2 to Rivas is down. Count evens up at 2-2. Leo Rivas with pretty good plate discipline overall. Has good eyes. And the 2-2 is outside. Good take. 3-2. Crowd wanted that call, but it was well off the plate. Spread it around. Like you already know my hatred of the Yankees, Rangers, and Astros. You can add the A's, Tigers, and the White Sox. Oh, the White Sox of all teams. That's a fun one. Probably because you're a Royals fan, so a division rival. Payoff pitch to Rivas is upstairs. He walked him. Very close pitch, but goes Rivas' way. And they got a 2-out base runner for the Mariners and plus speed. And here comes the lefty, Rylan Thomas. Rylan Thomas had his first hit and RBI in the first game in the Rangers series where the Mariners won 13-1. Here's a chance with 2 outs here. First pitch fastball fouls it off. Rylan Thomas recently got the call up because of Luke Raley going on the IL. I believe it was the 10-day IL, maybe 15-day. And Dylan Moore's also on the injury list as well. We won't be seeing him for a while. And the 1-0 to Rylan Thomas is chopped fouled on the first base line. So quickly 0-2 to Rylan Thomas, batting .200 right at the Mendoza line. Granted, limited at bats, but still. Snap throw to first is safe. They might want to check that out. Mark Kotze has his hand up, I believe, or maybe not. Very close. Oh, they may have gotten him at first base. They may have picked him off. And the Athletics will be challenging the pickoff play at first. I think they may have gotten Leo Rivas. First baseman Kurtz with the tag. Let's see if they got him at first. Let's see if they picked him off. I believe they did by the looks of it on the initial replay. And he's initially called safe, but I think he is out. The crowd really likes it. It does look like he's out on the initial view. He is out. So Leo Rivas is caught dancing at first. And that's going to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 A's. Yeah, he was out. He was out. Mariners had their hot streak. Now they're starting to slow down. Because their last couple of games were not great offensively. It's not what you're looking for. Man to get caught sleeping out there. Let's move this just a little more. A bit lower. Right there. That's good. That's a good spot. Series M's will see Oakland again until the end of July. Wow. Yeah, that'll be a while. So here comes J.J. Bleday, the center fielder. Bryce Miller back on the mound for the Mariners in the bottom of the second inning. Already at 28 pitches. And the first pitch to J.J. Bleday. Swing and a miss. So strike one now. A little bit of an elevated fastball there in the upper third of the strike zone. Produces a swing and miss. Bleday batting .225, 4 home runs, 13 ribbies, and the 0-1 pitch is another swing and a miss. That time the splitter on the outer half as Bleday calls for time. Bleday batting from the left side, so much as he is a left-handed batter. And the 0-2 pitch to Bleday is up and away. Try to get him with another breaking ball that time. Probably the knuckle curve, 1-2. And the 1-2. Outside again, another breaking ball, splitter. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. You don't want very many lengthy at-bats, especially now that Bryce Miller had a lengthy first inning at 28 pitches in the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul. 2-2. We'll do it again. And the 2-2 to Bleday is upstairs, full count. Fastball that time. Did you watch the Kentucky? No, I didn't watch the Kentucky Derby at all. Not even highlights. I just saw bits and pieces of it because my dad was watching it downstairs, and it was raining like crazy, dude. That's all I saw. And the payoff pitch to Bleday is swung on into right field for a base hit. Ryland Thomas sprinting after it. Ryland Thomas, as J.J. Bleday goes to third, a long throw is cut off, and J.J. Bleday is into second base with a double. So Bleday, a hustle double to start the bottom of the second after Bryce Miller got ahead of him 0-2 and then fell behind 3-2, and then it turned into a no-out double. So here comes Jacob Wilson batting .333 on the year. Thus far, the A's shortstop batting from the right side. Very jittery batter, and the first pitch to him is up and away, sorry. Fastball 1-0. So leadoff double gets the A's started in the bottom of the second inning as the next pitch is in there for a strike. Count evens up 1-1 strike to Jacob Wilson. Wind blowing like crazy in Sacramento. And the 1-1 is in there for a strike on the outside corner. Right now, the series is a battle for first place. The first and second place teams in the Mariners and the Athletics, respectively, in a 3-game set here in Sacramento. And the 1-2 to Jacob Wilson. Swinging a fly ball into right center field for a base hit. Bleday is coming around third. He's going to score easily. Throw goes into second base. And Wilson has an RBI single, and it's 2-0 A's. So quickly, another run for the Athletics, and 2 hits, no outs. Inside out swing, loops it into right field. That touches down easily. And here comes Nick Kurtz. Recently called up first baseman for the A's. Left-handed hitter. I've used him a lot in MLB The Show. First pitch to Kurtz is swung on. Fly ball into center field. Julio has a beat on it. Drifting out to his left, and he makes the catch. 1 out. Sovereignty be journalism. It does sound like a political thing. And here comes Luis Arias. Last year was a Mariner. Now finding his home in Sacramento for the A's. Mariners defense tonight. Pitching just isn't happening right now. They can't make many defensive plays when they're balls you can't get to. 1 on and 1 out for Luis Arias. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. Elevated fastball. On the upper third. And the 0-2 to Arias just clips the corner, does not get the call. Barely misses there. Bryce Miller already at 42 pitches on the night so far, and the 1-1 to Luis Arias is barely inside. Another close miss, 2-1. That one a true ball, but you would have liked for him to get the call. Yeah, former Mariner, he's with the enemy. Yeah, I honestly didn't even know we let him go. I didn't even know he went to the A's until I kind of just saw him there. And the 2-1 to Arias is breaking ball in there for a strike, top rail. 2-2. Arias with more walks than strikeouts on the year so far. You'd like to get him here. And the 2-2. Just missed with a breaking ball on the outside edge. Another close pitch. Does not get the call. 3-2. Cal tried to bring that one in, but didn't quite get it. Knuckle curve that time. Cal takes his mask off. Kind of takes a second. Bryce Miller must have stepped off the mound, or Arias must have called time. Another payoff pitch coming to an athletic hitter. And the 3-2 is popped up as Wilson took off, but it goes foul, so Wilson has to go back to first. He's falling to the dark side? Yeah, right? Would have been even more on time if this was yesterday on May 4th. It's May 5th, though, unfortunately. The A's are a team that doesn't run very often. Bottom team in attempts and stolen bases. Bottom 2 team in each. Here comes the payoff. It is swung on right to Ben Williamson. Fields it cleanly, throws onto first in time, and gets the out. Jacob Wilson goes into second base, 2 down. Here comes Lawrence Butler as the lineup card turns over. Flew out sharply his first time up. I think. And it was a fly out his first time up. Good pick by Ben Williamson, able to field it cleanly and in time to throw to Arias. Now runner in scoring position for the A's. Oops, forgot to put him on. First pitch to Lawrence is up and outside. Butler flew out to Julio his first time up. And the 1-0 to Butler. Up and outside again. 2-0. So 2-0 now to Lawrence Butler. Good hitters count. And the 2-0 is a fastball swung on and missed. The A's making Sacramento their home for the next 3 years until they move to Las Vegas. I believe the stadium's already being built up there. I don't know if it's broke ground yet. And the 2-1 to Butler, another swing and a foul. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes after 2 fastballs. Bryce Miller now at 51 pitches. This next pitch is going to be his 52nd through only 2 innings. Usually for a Mariners pitcher, that'd get you 4, maybe 5. More likely on the side of 4. And the 2-2 is up and outside. Try to get him to chase with another breaking ball. Another full count to an A's hitter. Man on at second and Jacob Wilson. Off the bag, he is going to take off on this pitch. The 3-2. Fastball fouled away on the outer half. And we'll do it again. 53 pitches now for Bryce Miller. And the payoff once again. Swinging a shot down the left field line, drifting foul. Did a fan catch that in his popcorn bucket? I think he did. Coming up on pitch number 55 in the inning. Or not in the inning, just within 2 innings. Within the day for Bryce Miller. My apologies. And the payoff pitch once again. Shot into right field. Caught by Leo Rivas. Oh my goodness. Great catch by Leo Rivas and saves a run right there. Gets the Mariners off the field. It's 2-0 A's. Oh my goodness. He shattered his bat. And Leo Rivas went airborne and made the catch. Oh my goodness. That scared me a little bit. Chicken pan Alfredo was enough to limit my last year in national hot dogs and bugs are calling me. Dude, get those hot dogs, man. Hot dogs are fire, man. Mariners looking for some offense now, or at least some lengthy at-bats. But overall, a great defensive play by Leo Rivas. Did save a run there, thankfully. We need something going. We need base runners. We had 2 base runners to start the beginning of the ball game, but nothing really came after that. Thought Polanco may have gotten a home run to start the game, but unfortunately it didn't. Didn't go far enough. Yeah, good leaping grab by Rivas. Here's Rylan Thomas once again, takes a first pitch strike. Had his at-bat pretty much taken away from him after Leo Rivas got caught dancing at first base when he was picked off to end the top of the second. And he grounds this next one foul, breaking ball that leaked in on him. And quickly 0-2 to Rylan Thomas. And the 0-2 is up and in, nearly hits him. Rylan Thomas made his major league debut on Friday at Texas. He got his first hit, run, and ribby all in that one game. And the 1-2 pitch to Rylan Thomas swung on down the left field line foul, well into the seats. Good job to fight that one off. After this, lineup card would turn over to J.P. Crawford. Singled his first time up after 2 pitches. And the 1-2 pitch to Thomas, swinging a drive down the right field line, foul. Towards the foul pole, but went into the grassy berm out in right field, where fans are basically camped out and picnicking up there. Some big foul ball territory, though. And 1-2 again to Thomas is up high, fastball, 2-2. Solid at bat so far. The 2-2. Outside, up and away, 3-2. Would love for him to walk the 9-hole. Would be nice to see that turn the lineup card over with a man on. And the payoff pitch to Rylan Thomas. Swinging a ground ball down the left field line. Foul, just foul. Outside the bag. Good swing there. Someone shouted, "You got it, Rylan," from the crowd, caught on the crowd mic. Facing a full count pitch from Luis Severino. And the 3-2 is inside, ball 4. Easy take for Rylan Thomas. We got a leadoff walk. Here comes J.P. Crawford. J.P. Crawford, though, they had a leadoff home run against Patrick Corbin, left on left, where the Mariners won 2-1 over the Rangers, securing their 8th straight series win. First pitch to JP is down and in the sweeper. JP with 3 homers on the year, 13-game hitting streak. I said 14 earlier, my mistake. And the 1-0 to JP Crawford is outside. Caught the outside corner, not called. 2-0. Oh, that young guy Jackson Holliday, that wasn't actually not his first home run. Yeah, he made his debut last year. Had his fair share of home runs. But that was a crazy game. And the 2-0 to JP is swung on, fouled back. Fastball near the middle of the plate. But yeah, that solo home run derby the Royals and Orioles ended up playing was nuts. It had like over 10 home runs, I believe, in that game between the two teams. I know the Royals had a franchise record like 8 or 9 homers. That game was all over the place. And the 2-1 to JP is up and outside, 3-1. Another 3-ball count for a Mariners hitter. Back-to-back hitters with 3-ball counts. Good hitters count this time around. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. So another walk. Back-to-back walks. 2 on, nobody out for Julio. Oh, my apologies for Jorge Polanco. Thought Julio was up second. Turns out it's Jorge Polanco. Jorge Polanco flew out sharply his first time up. Been absolutely on fire lately. Facing right-handed hitters. Because although Jorge Polanco is a switch hitter, he's not facing lefties much this year because he feels a lot of pain when batting from his right side. So he is staying at his left side for now. Until he gets healthier, but man, from the left side, he's an absolute wrecking crew. He's a one-man wrecking crew. In this previous homestand the Mariners had against the Los Angeles Angels in a 2-game set, the first game final score was Angels 3, Jorge Polanco 5, in which he hit 2 home runs, a 3-run shot, and a 2-run shot. It's proved to be the difference. And the first pitch to Polanco is swung on and grounded foul. Foul's the first fastball that he sees. It's 1-1. Quickly 0-1. Flew out sharply to the right fielder, Lawrence Butler, his first time up. Thought it had enough carry to go on, but the wind didn't really help it out that much. A's lead 2-0 here in the top of the third inning. 0-1 count to Jorge Polanco, 2 on and nobody out. And the 0-1 pitch to Polanco is down low. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Polanco in this season was 5 for 11. He's actually the hero in game 1 of the season on opening night. And the 1-1 to Jorge Polanco. Swinging a line drive into left field for a base hit. Rylan Thomas getting the wave around. He's going to score. Play at the plate. Not in time. It's cut off. Jorge Polanco with an RBI single. And the Mariners are chipping away. It's 1-2. Jorge Polanco continues his hot hitting. Gets an RBI single. Inside out swing going the opposite way. Right through the 6-hole where nobody was. And Rylan Thomas was going all the way as the throw home was cut off. And here comes Julio. Julio, 0 for 1 of the day so far. Flew out his first time up. Severino at 50 pitches. It's now a 2-1 A's lead. And the first pitch to Julio is swung on out to right field. Lawrence Butler has it measured. JP might tag. And he does. And he makes it into third easily. So productive out for Julio. 1 down. And runners on the corners for Cal Raleigh. So 1 pitch, 1 out there from Julio. Or for Julio. For Severino, I guess I should say. And here comes the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, with a chance to tie this ball game up or even give the Mariners the lead. Cal walked his first time up. Currently the major league leader in home runs. Hit 2 home runs in the first game against Texas, a solo shot and a grand slam. First pitch to Cal is in there for a strike down the middle, 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Fastest pitch from Severino today. Severino now at 52 pitches. Top of the third, 1 out, runners on the corners. We'll have a high fly ball here. Next pitch is fouled away. Another 98-mile-per-hour fastball in the outer corner, upper outside corner. Oh, Rowdy Tellez has been killing it lately. Yeah, that 194 average is kind of misleading, but it's like when he doesn't hit, he's in a slump. It's not great, but when he's hitting, he's doing pretty good. He came in clutch game 2 of the Texas series this past series. And the 0-2 to Cal is up and away, and he strikes him out swinging, 2 down. So 3 straight up and away fastballs to Cal Raleigh, and he strikes him out on 3 pitches. And here comes Miles Mastroboni. Cal Raleigh looking to put the ball in play there, but couldn't even make contact. Or sorry, Rowdy Tellez is up next. My apologies. First baseman for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch to Rowdy is down and away. Or down and in. My apologies. Rowdy Tellez grounded up the middle for a fielder's choice with a force out at second base from Jacob Wilson. Shortstop. 1-2 A's here. 1-0 pitch to Tellez. Also down and in. Ruled ball 2. Severino took that pitch a little bit lower than it actually was. 2-0 count now to Rowdy Tellez. 2-1 A's here in the top of the third. Runners at the corners. Would love Rowdy to get a hold of one here. At least loop one into the outfield here. And the 2-1 is swung on foul. On an inside fastball that time. Very well could have been ball 3, but fastball that he seemed to like. Tellez facing a 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball into right field for a base hit over the bag. JP scores easily. Polanco goes first to third, and Rowdy Tellez has a hustle double. And then we got a tie ball game. Rowdy Tellez bounces that ball into right field. Rowdy Tellez gets a fastball he likes, sits on top of it, but he chops it well over the first base bag. And into right field, over the first baseman, Kurtz. Rowdy Tellez was hustling out of the bag. He was going for 2 all the way, so now it's runners on second and third for the Mariners. We got a tied ball game for Miles Mastroboni. Good swing by Tellez, and way to hustle that two-bagger out there. 2-base hit. J.P. Crawford came in to score on that after tagging from second base to third base. Here comes Mastrobuoni, who struck out on 3 pitches his last time up, with a chance to give the Mariners the lead here. Now, base hit obviously will score 1, maybe 2, depending on how big of a jump Tellez gets, because he's definitely not the fastest. And the first pitch to Mastrobuoni's up the middle for a base hit. Go-ahead run scores. Mastrobuoni delivers, scores 1 run, Polanco, and Rowdy checks into second. We got runners on the corners once again, and the Mariners have a 3-2 lead. 3 straight hits. No, 2 straight hits for the Mariners. And the Mariners have a 3-2 lead. Tellez, like I just said, as it was written, goes to third base, does not go much further than that. And here comes Ben Williamson with a chance for more. It's about to be Severino's 60th pitch. Runners on the corners now, once again. 2 outs here for Ben Williamson. First pitch to Williamson. Down the right field line, foul. Just missed it. Just a little early on it. Must have shattered his bat a little bit. He's going to get a new piece of hardware. Was hoping that would go down the line. That could have possibly scored 2 had it gone all the way. Maybe not, because this ballpark is a little strange. Mariners now have a 3-2 lead. All 1 count now to Severino. Mariners hanging a 3 spot here in the top of the 3rd inning in game 1 of this 3-game set in Sacramento. Keeping the line moving here with 2 outs. Tellez at third, Mastrobuoni at first. The 0-1 pitch is lined, and it's going to drop into center field for a base hit. Tellez scores. Mastrobuoni to second. And that's the 4th run across the plate. We got runners on first and second. Ben Williamson checks in with an RBI single. Keep the line moving, gentlemen. Here we go. An inside fastball kind of just died in center field right in front of Blade. Severino knew it instantly the moment it left the bat that it was going to drop down. And here comes Leo Rivas, who walked his first time up. Runners on first and second now for the Mariners. Mariners we're down by 2 as Leo Rivas takes a first pitch breaking ball for a strike. After being down 2-0 to start the top of this inning, they now have a 4-2 lead over the Athletics. And a chance for more, and the 0-1 is down and in, balled 1. So it's now 1-1 to Leo Rivas. Hogan Harris warming up in the A's bullpen, the lefty. Maybe trying to get Polanco out of this game quickly. In an inning that started with Rylan Thomas, they're almost about to go through the entire order. Now at the 8th man, Leo Rivas, the 1-1 to Rivas. Swing and a miss, breaking ball that time. On the lower part of the plate, it would have been a strike, so a good swing. Just could not quite make contact. Mastrobuoni at second, Williamson at first. So a single can bring another one around. Of course, it'll be going on contact. And the 1-2. A little chopper right back to Severino. Throws onto first in time. A little comebacker for out number 3. But the Mariners put 4 runs on the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Mariners up 4-2. What an inning for this Seattle ball club. What an inning for those. What an inning for the boys, huh? What an inning. They've already put up more runs in that inning than they have the past 2 games combined. Now Bryce Miller's got to tighten up now. Well, that was fun to watch, man. That was really fun. Excuse me. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go check Yankees Twitter to see how how they're feeling because they blew a 3-0 lead. But now, fun fact, going into this game, or like a couple days ago, the Mariners had the best record in the American League. And right now they don't because the Tigers are good, but they're still second in all of American League right now. Right now they hold the 2 seed. The Seattle Mariners do. So I'm looking down at my cat. He's just chilling on my floor. Hey, buddy. So here comes Brent Rooker for the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the first pitch from Brent Rooker is in there for a strike. Fastball on the outer edge. Brent Rooker was hit by a pitch his first time up, and he came around to score on a sacrifice fly. Bryce Miller got hit on the brim of his hat, which does count as a hit by pitch. Ooh, that sounds fire, dude. No pun intended with the jalapenos. And the 0-1 to Rooker is swung on and popped up. And it's going to be drifting foul. Well into the crowd. So quickly 0-2 to Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker is actually a really cool guy overall. Just personality-wise. And he's a guy I'll root for, just unfortunately he's on the Athletics. Facing an 0-2 pitch from Bryce Miller, and here comes the 0-2. Swinging a chopper foul. Fouls it off at the plate. It's 0-2 once again. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 for the A's here. In the bottom of the 3rd due up. And the 0-2 again is down and away, 1-2. Goes the Giants. I saw that. I like the Cubs. I'll root for them this year. Why not? And the 1-2 to Rooker. Well inside fastball, 2-2. You know, it's funny. So the Giants just played a series of 4 games set against the Colorado Rockies, and one of my coworkers, she was telling me how she was all excited to go to the game. I think it was the first or 2nd game in that series, and it was the one game the Rockies won in that series. Actually, it was the first game of that series. And the 2-2 to Rooker, swinging a ground ball foul. Brent Rooker battling here after quickly falling behind 0-2, now 2-2 with another foul ball. But yeah, it was funny. It's like the one game you go to, they beat the what do you call it? The Colorado Rockies, the 6-25 Colorado Rockies, and the 2-2 to Rooker, swinging a ground ball foul once again. Mariners haven't been so bad since the light time old Big Scrody was up on here. Yeah, it's also been my fault because I haven't been able to stream lately. But what's going on, Big Scrody? How you doing, my friend? And we've been doing so good so far. We had a 6-game win streak and currently on an 8 series win, and we've won 8 consecutive series, taking 2 out of 3, or maybe even completing sweeps against teams. And the 2-2, another foul ball, breaking ball that time. Brent Rooker's out here battling. Bryce already at 63 pitches here in the bottom of the 3rd and nobody out. So a taxing day thus far for Bryce Miller. So the bullpen might have a long night tonight. And the 2-2 again. Swinging a ground ball this time in play. Ben Williamson charges it, makes the play, throws on to first in time to retire the dangerous Brent Rooker. 1 out. Good play by Ben Williamson to charge that ball, and nice strong throw and relay to Tellez to make the play. Nice pick by Tellez off the dirt. Here comes Tyler Soderstrom. Singled his first time up. I think he doubled, actually. Maybe it was a first and an advancement. And the first pitch to Soderstrom is fastball fouled away. I'm all about it. Looked like a straight path to the first round exit. Dude, let's go. Pinnacle Mariner baseball. Hey, last time we made the playoffs, we won a playoff series against the Toronto Blue Jays, and then we got swept by the Astros in the ALDS, but we don't talk about that. That Astros series sucked. And the 0-1 to Soderstrom. Another foul ball. Quickly 0-2 to a batter once again. I'm just getting notifications on my laptop about the last inning the Mariners just had where they started getting scoring. So quickly 0-2 to Tyler Soderstrom. And here comes. Is ground ball right to J.P. Crawford. Backhands it, throws onto first in time, 2 down. Good play by J.P. Crawford. So once again, like I said, I want to try and stream all 3 games for you guys here on the YouTube channel. But if I don't do it tomorrow, that means I'll be attending the ball game in Sacramento. And here comes Miguel Andujar, the cleanup man, with 2 outs and nobody on. Sacrifice flies first time up, and he launches this one into left field. Mastrobuoni's out there and makes a leaping catch for out number 3. A sharp liner from Miguel Andujar, but it's right at Miles Mastrobuoni as we retire the side relatively quickly and in order. We go to the top of the 4th. Mariners up 4-2. I mean, honestly, if it was today's society, I'd say a redheaded stepchild. Because last I checked, gingers have no souls. That's what people tell me. Am I a ginger? Would you guys classify me as a ginger? I'd say no. Actually, you can kind of see it. Oh boy, you can kind of see it. But I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting. But that's why I wear hats. It's not because I'm bald. It's because I'm a ginger. Maybe. Not a full-on redhead. But when I like my facial hair kind of grows out, it is kind of orangish. But it doesn't look good. Because it's not like full. It's really patchy. Very, very patchy. Dirty blonde to me, thank God. I mean, it's kind of like dirty blonde. I've always like, when I was born, it was classified as like a strawberry blonde. Or when I was a kid, I would always call like, say I like red hair. But it's not like ginger to the full-on point where it's like you're like a ginger. Because if you think of a ginger, you think of like a kid with like extremely orange hair and like freckles. Not me. Bite off a hangnail there. You know, funnily enough, the top of the 4th inning is going to start with the same batter that started the top of the 3rd. And Rylan Thomas, who worked a walk his last time out. Honestly, Sacramento looks kind of nice from the ballpark view. It looks real nice. Oh, yeah, Justin Turner. Now that's a ginger. Here comes Rylan Thomas once again, leading off the inning, and the first pitch to him is inside, ball 1. Would love another big inning here. Mariners traded for Rylan Thomas in a deal that sent any. As Thomas shoots this one on the ground to the first baseman, Kurtz steps on the bag in time for the first out. Anyway, as I was saying, picked up Rylan Thomas from the Mets as a prospect. And when we sent Ryan Stanek to the Mets for a 1-on-1, a 1-for-1, I should say. And here comes J.P. Crawford, 1-for-1 with a single and a walk. He also came around to score. And the first pitch to J.P. Crawford shows bunt, takes a strike. Or kind of just looked like he was taking all the way. Kind of held the bat like that and kind of just peeled back a little bit, but that was weird. Kind of. Next pitch to him is skied into right field. Has a little bit of carry, but Butler is at the wall and he makes the catch. Ooh, that was close. That could have gone. That could have gone. But quickly, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Here comes Jorge Polanco, RBI single his last time up. A much quieter inning for the Mariners so far. At least comparatively, much more so comparatively to last inning. JP sent that all the way to the wall near the foul pole, and here comes Jorge Polanco. RBI single his last time up, got the Mariners going. That little rally, and the first pitch to Polo is down, called a ball. And then Polanco did come around to score. And the 1-0 to Polo is down and inside. Clip in the corner, but goes Polanco's way, 2-0. And the 2-0 to Polanco is grounded right back to Severino. An easy take for him. Throws on a first in time. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Severino. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Mariners up 4-2. Well, that was a quick inning. Honestly, I will take quick innings as long as the A's can have quick innings as well. Quick batting innings, I should say. So Bryce Miller can have a relatively quick inning here because would like for him to go 5, if possible. So here comes Shea Langoliers to lead off for the Oakland A's. Athletics. Bryce Miller at 69 pitches with this pitch will be number 69. Is outside for ball 1. Langoliers 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out his first time up. Back in the first inning, I believe. The 1-0 to Langoliers. On the outer edge for a strike. So count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mariners with a 4-2 lead after a 4-run third inning. And the 1-1. Fouled away an elevated fastball. Langoliers fouls it straight back into the plexiglass behind home plate. Shane Langoliers now in a 1-2 count. Bryce Miller ahead of him. Pitch number 72 from Bryce Miller. And here it comes. Swinging a fly ball well out to left field. This is way out, and Mastroboni can't get it. Oh, it stays in the yard. It comes back into the field, but it is a home run. So bounce back in and a leadoff home run off the bat of Shea Langoliers, and it's 4-3 Mariners. That ball was tattooed. And just like that, it's a 1-run game. An inner fastball, and Shea Langoliers had it all the way. And here comes the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Mastrobuoni had a chance to get that. I can't lie, just couldn't quite rob it. Bleday 1 for 1 is in the game so far. First pitch to him is on the upper outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Definitely not what you're looking for to open up an inning. And the 0-1 to Bleday is swung on and missed. Splitter that time. Gets him swinging, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Down low, another splitter. Does not get him to chase. It's 1-2 to J.J. Bleday, the center fielder. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. First strikeout for Bryce Miller. A down and in breaking ball. That time the knuckle curve gets him swinging. A perfectly pinpointed pitch, and here comes Jacob Wilson. Thanks for the Ellen. Just want to say thanks for the Ellen advance and I watch you. I lose. Thanks. My bad. It's my bad. I'm sorry. And the first pitch to Wilson is outside. But hey, welcome in though. Welcome in. It's good to have you here. And the 1-0 pitch to Wilson is in there for a strike, outer edge. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Jacob Wilson, funny thing about him, for the longest time, he never had a 3-ball count until like the end of the month. As the 1-1 pitch is fouled off on a fastball in the outer half of the plate. But yeah, Jacob Wilson didn't get his first walk until April 23rd, and before that, he never gotten a 3-ball count this year so far. Since then, he's walked 4 more times. And the 1-2 to Jacob Wilson. Swings at a high fastball up at his eyes. I don't know how he got a piece of that, but he did. Count remains 1-2. Got $100 in Seattle. Already know it's an L since you're here. It has been weird. The last few games I've streamed, we lost. I know the last one I did, we lost. Which sucks. And the 1-2 to Wilson. Swinging a chopper foul. That was a way of breaking ball. But we have won a few games since I've been here. I don't know. It's weird though. It's weird. So 1-2 to Jacob Wilson. 1 for 1 on the day so far. The 1-2 is just below the knees for ball 2. Good take there by Jacob Wilson, the shortstop. Cal tried to bring that one back up. Unfortunately, is unsuccessful in that. And the 2-2 to Jacob Wilson is just foul down the right field line. That was close. Took a second for the first base umpire to really call it, but called it foul, thankfully. Bryce Miller's at 83 pitches. This could, in all likelihood, be his last inning if it goes much longer. Solo home run to lead off the inning for Shea Langoliers to make it a 1-run game. Here comes the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball out to right field. Rylan Thomas going after it, and it drifts foul. Good hustle by Rylan Thomas, but it hit the top of the chain link fence in right field, foul. The first and second place teams here battling. A's trying to take hold of first place in the American League West as they are 2 games behind the first place Mariners. The 2-2 to Jacob Wilson. Swinging a ground ball right to the second baseman. Rivas throws on to first in time, 2 down. Long at bat works out for Bryce Miller. Produces an out. But yeah, since the Mariners were swept in San Francisco, the Mariners are, let me see, I'm trying to think in my head. They are 17-6 since that game. Here comes Nick Kurtz, who flew out his first time up. Got to be careful when I'm saying that name. Left-handed first baseman. Oh, for one, he flew out his first time up, and the first pitch to him is in there for a strike splitter. All you missed was a solo home run by Shea Langolier, so it is a one-run game now, if you weren't here for that. And the 0-1 to Kurtz is down low. Nick Kurtz looks very, very tall in the batter's box. Mariners are 11-4 in divisional games. Athletics 7-4. And the 1-1 to Kurtz is swung on right past J.P. Crawford for a base hit. A 2-out single for Nick Kurtz as Julio Rodriguez comes up with the ball. And the inning stays alive for the A's. 88 pitches now for Bryce Miller. This is going to be for his last inning, no doubt. And here comes Luis Arias. .104 off the bat of Kurtz. Here comes the former Mariner, Luis Arias. Having a good year so far, 0 for 1. And the 89th pitch from Bryce Miller. Just swinging a foul. Fastball over the middle of the plate. Carlos Vargas warming up in the Mariners bullpen with Edward Bizardo also up in the pen, but not warming. A 1 count to Luis Arias. And the 0-1 pitch to Arias is down low. Count evens up, 1 ball and a strike. And the 1-1 to Arias. Here it comes. Swinging a line drive into left field, into the gap. Drops in front of Julio. It's a base hit. Kurtz makes the turn, goes to third base. So first to third for the A's here in the bottom of the 4th inning with 2 outs. And here comes the turnover of the lineup card, and here comes Lawrence Butler. An elevated fastball Luis Arias gets a hold of. Thankfully, it didn't go further than it did. Julio was able to keep it in front of him and prevent a run from scoring. Here comes Calerai with a mound visit. And pitching coach Pete Woodworth. Very taxing innings for Bryce Miller. His 3rd inning being the least taxing, and that was still 13 pitches. Born March of 03, wow. 6'5", 240. Sheesh. I mean, there's players born in 04 in the major leagues, like Jackson Churio. He was born in 2004. Here comes Lawrence Butler. He's 0 for 2. Miller officially over 90 pitches. Butler looking to tie this ball game up. Would love to get out of this inning with only 1 run in the inning. First pitch to lefty Butler. Long hold by Miller, and here it comes. Up and away. Big miss there. 1-0. So fly out and a line out. Butler lined out after a leaping catch by Leo Rivas his last time up. He's got a 1-0 count here. The 1-0. Ground ball inside the bag for a base hit. That's going to tie up the game. Kurtz is in to score. Arias goes into third base, and it's another single, and we got a tie ball game. So we're now tied at 4 runs apiece. And that's probably going to be it for Bryce Miller if Dan Wilson doesn't come out. With Brent Rooker up to hit. An inside fastball that Butler just gets a piece of. Goes right past Tellez inside the bag. So a 2-run inning for the A's and ties the ballgame up at 4 runs apiece. And looks like Bryce Miller's going to stay out there. Hey, it's not my fault, I promise. It's not my fault. Blame Bryce Miller. And the first pitch to Brent Rooker is popped up into right field. Rylan Thomas has a beat on it. And he makes the catch. Hey, watch yourself, buddy. Watch yourself, all right? We go to the top of the 5th. Tie ball game. Hey, man, don't make me time you out. Chill out, buddy. Chill out, my friend. Let's calm down. Let's calm down, all right? Mariners got to have another one of those 4-run innings if they want to get back into this ball game. Bryce Miller's day is without a doubt done. Yeah, it's absolutely time to pull Miller. He's not coming out the next inning. Thankfully, he got out of it, but unfortunately, it's at the cost of 2 more runs. But a tie is better than losing, but it's also worse than having the lead. We are back in Sacramento. Severino still out for the Athletics. Here comes Julio. First pitch to him is outside. Called a strike. Whoa, that was well off the plate. But it was called a strike to Julio. Julio, very rightfully so, doesn't like the call. It was well off the plate by about a couple of baseballs. So 0-1 to Julio. So for 2 today so far. And next pitch to him is up high. 1-1. 2 flyouts for Julio. One moving over J.P. Crawford, who came around to score. And the 1-1 is shot in the right field foul well over onto the roof of Sutter Health Park and maybe even out of the stadium. So 1-2 now to Julio. Into the parking lot. And the 1-2 pitch to Julio. Well outside that time. 2-2. And Julio calls time for the 2-2 pitch is thrown. And the 2-2 to Julio. Well outside, 3-2. Could have been a 5-pitch walk had that first pitch not been called a strike. But it also kind of does change how Severino would pitch in any case. But a full count nonetheless with Cal Raleigh on deck. And the 3-2 pitch is into right field. Lawrence Butler has it measured out to the wall, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Lawrence Butler's been all the way to the warning track 3 times now. Butler pointing to Julio about something. Having a little chat. Here comes Cal batting from the left side. Major league leader in home runs in Cal Raleigh. 12 home runs so far this season, batting .244. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. And first pitch is outside. A breaking ball misses away. Love to see Cal get into one here. And the 1-0 is on the inner edge for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 to Cal. Fouls it away. 91 mile per hour fastball there. So 1-2 now. Would have been nice for him to get a hold of that one, but fouls back, stays alive. Mariners fans very loud in the stadium, and the 1-2. Inside, nearly hits him. 2-2. Severino now to 82 pitches. This has a chance to be his final inning, maybe one more depending on how this inning goes. 2-2 counts Cal Raleigh, 0 for 1 with a walk. The 2-2. Swing and shoots this in a line right to the center fielder. Blade makes the catch, 2 down. Good liner there from Cal Raleigh, just didn't get any air on it. Here comes Rowdy Tellez with an RBI double his last time up. Mariners going to be facing the Yankees on their next homestand, the Blue Jays and the Yankees, for 2 sets of 3. First pitch to Rowdy is on the outside edge with a fastball for a strike. All right, Tellez an RBI double his last time up, like I just said. And the 0-1 to Rowdy is on the outside edge again. So quickly 0-2 to Rowdy Tellez. Probably now batting over 200. Ball game tied at 4, 2 outs, 0-2 counts, Rowdy Tellez, nobody on. And the 0-2 to Rowdy is outside, another fastball that misses away. The 1-2 to Rowdy Tellez. Well, outside again, a breaking ball that time misses well away. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. Inside 3-2. Count runs full now. After Tellez fell behind 2-2, or 0-2, sorry. With 2 straight fastballs on the outer edge that caught the outer black. And has taken every pitch since. Is now 3-2. Mastroboni on deck, and RBI singles last time up, and the 3-2 to Rowdy, swing and a miss. Low breaking ball that time gets Tellez swinging. And it's still 4-4 going to the bottom of the 5th. Sorry, my dad came in talking to me saying there was nobody at the game. Which is kind of true. A lot of empty seats because tickets are expensive, man. Sheesh. So we're on the bottom of the 5th inning. I believe Carlos Vargas will be out for the Mariners. And Tyler Soderstrom will be leading off. So Bryce Miller, 4 innings, 7 hits, four earned runs, 1 strikeout, no walks, 94 pitches. Very tough day for Bryce Miller on the mound, but thankfully it's only a tied ball game. Here comes Carlos Vargas to face Tyler Soderstrom, 3, 4, and 5. First pitch to Soderstrom is 99 upstairs for ball 1. Carlos Vargas, 11 games so far, 3.14 ERA, 14.1 innings, 9 strikeouts to 4 walks. And the 1-0 to Soderstrom checks his swing, and he went around. 99 again, a little bit low, 1-1. The check swing, and the home plate umpire rung him up, saying he did go. And the 1-1 to Soderstrom on the outer edge, but Cal took it out of the strike zone. 2-1. Vargas throwing some heat so far to come out of the bullpen, but got to get some in the strike zone. The 2-1. That time in there for a strike. Outer edge that time. Soderstrom didn't like it because Cal kind of took it away, but called a strike nonetheless. 2-2 now. And the 2-2. Swing down the left field line. Foul. Just foul. Outside fastball, just barely outside the line. Tied up 4 runs apiece between the Mariners and the A's here in Sacramento. Long at bat so far for Vargas. Already 10 pitch. That can't be right. It can't be 10 pitches. Doesn't sound right. The 2-2 to Soderstrom. Swing and a miss. Really tied him up on that one. Strike 3. Struck him out swinging on a low and away breaking ball. Or low and in, sorry. Playing the organ pump up music on my guitar. That's fire, dude. Some crazy movement on that slider there, it looked like. It was a cutter. Here comes the cleanup man, Miguel Andujar, out of sacrifice fly his first time up, which gave the A's a quick 1-0 lead. First pitch to him is swung on chopper up the middle to Leo Rivas. Throws onto first across his body in time. 2 outs. What? I might go tomorrow night anyway. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to get tickets, sure. I'm down to go. Did my stream go down? Apologies, guys. I got people talking to me. Okay, here we go. Here comes Shea Langoliers, homered his last time up, back in the bottom of the 4th inning. Took a first pitch outside for a ball. So 1-0 pitch here comes, is up and in at 99. 2-0. My dad came in and told me my mom might look at tickets to go to the game tomorrow. So we'll see. And the 2-0 to Langoliers on the outer edge for a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1 to Langoliers is shot at the center field. Julio going back on it, and he got it measured and makes the catch. So 1-2-3 inning for Vargas, and we go to the top of the 6th. Tied up at 4. Solid inning relief. Needed that. Mariners looking for some offense, as I believe Miles Mastrobuoni will be batter coming out of the break. Through in the top of the 6th inning. Miles Mastrobuoni will be the batter. I don't know if they're going to the bullpen or not. It looks like Severino still might be out there. Yeah, Severino's still out there. Miles Mastrobuoni's going to lead off. Had an RBI single his last time up. Severino's still out on the mound. He's getting towards upwards of 100 pitches. At 89, number 90 is on the outer edge, but just a bit outside. I don't know why I said the outer edge. So ball 1 to Miles Mastrobuoni, 1-0. Now left-hander TJ McFarland warming up in the bullpen. The next pitch is top rail, called a strike. That pitch was more of a ball. Another close take there, going in the A's favor, 1-1. And the 1-1 to Miles Mastrobuoni is downstairs, 2-1. Another close pitch, but it was down pretty much in the dirt, even though it did clip it. And the 2-1 to Miles is grounded right to the second baseman. Arias throws on the first in time, 1 out. So here comes the number 7 hitter, Ben Williamson, an RBI single his last time up. Which gave the Mariners their 4th run of the 3rd inning. Which hopefully they would have been able to hold on to, but unfortunately could not. First pitch to Williamson is outside. And the 1-0 to Ben Williamson on the outer edge, called a strike. That was a true strike this time. So 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch to Williamson is way up high. 2-1. And the 2-1 to Williamson is swung on and fouled away. An up and in fastball at 97. And the 2-2 to Williamson shoots this foul down the right field line. Outside fastball gets a piece of that one. And the 2-2 to Williamson is shot right to the shortstop. Jacob Wilson throws on to first in time, 2 down. A little hot shot from Ben Williamson, but unfortunately doesn't leave the infield. Severino's next pitch will be pitch number 100 here in the top of the 6th inning with 2 outs. Leo Rivas is going to be the batter. Leo Rivas walked his last time up, takes the first pitch, fouls it off. An elevated fastball fouls it away. And the 0-1 on the outer edge for a strike. 0-2 to Rivas, pitch number 101. Just then for Severino, this will be his last batter, one way or another. Like to see some life in the Mariners offense in the 0-2 on the outer edge for a strike. Strike 3 called on the breaking ball. And that's going to end Severino's night as we go to the bottom of the 6th, tied up at 4. Severino's night is very much done. I'd be shocked if they brought him out for whatever reason. Mariners offense is slowed down to a crawl after taking the lead in the 3rd inning. The heck, that's weird. On just that game, that's weird. I'd say refresh it if you haven't already. So here comes the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's see who the Mariners come out. Maybe Vargas again for another inning. Would be nice to see him again. Get some more time in. Yep, Vargas is out once again. Here's J.J. Bleday, the center fielder, out. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. J.J. Bleday 1 for 2 with a double and a run back in the 2nd, which gave the A's the initial 2-0 lead. And the 1-0 pitch to him is outside once again. Same spot. Same velo, 2-0. The 2-0. Grounded foul. Bottom of the 6th, nobody on, nobody out. Carlos Vargas out on once again for the Mariners. Had a 1-2-3 inning his last time up in the 5th, and the 2-1 pitch to Bleday is fouled off Cal's chest protector, 2-2. Mariners looking to get back in the win column after they lost yesterday after riding a 6-game winning streak, bringing their record to 20-13 up to this point. First place in the American League West, second in the American League in general in the 2-2. Just misses outside, full count now. And the payoff to Bleday. Outside ball 4. So fastball misses up and away. And a leadoff walk for the A's here in the bottom of the 6th. And here comes Jacob Wilson. Jacob Wilson 1 for 2 in the day so far. RBI single back in the 2nd. First pitch to him is down and in, ball 1. And the 1-0 is into right field, right to JP, out to Rivas, snares it on the 2nd for 1, and first first not in time. A weird force out there. Leo Rivas snared it on the backhand, through to 2nd in time for 1. And on to 2nd, very close play. I think the Mariners might want to take a look at it. Rivas, tricky hop through on to 2nd, and then on to 1st. So I guess they're not going to challenge as the first baseman Kurtz comes up. Good play overall by Rivas to keep it in the infield. And it's 1 on 1 out. As Bleday and Wilson trade places. Here comes Kurtz, 1 for 2 in the day so far, 1 on 1 out. First pitch to Kurtz is in there for a strike, 96 on the outer edge. Interesting play there. Yeah, I blame ESPN. I would too. Kurtz had a single and a run back in the 4th, and the 0-1 to Kurtz is popped up. Third baseman Williamson has it measured on the infield dirt, makes the catch, 2 down. Here comes Luis Arias with a man on and 2 outs. 1 for 2 in the day so far. Singled his last time up back in the 4th. Set up runners at the corners and then allowed Kurtz to score after Lawrence Butler. Over to Fox Sports. Perfect. I usually use that MLB app to follow the play, the pitch by pitch, pretty much. And the first pitch to Arias is in there for a strike at 98 down the middle. The 0-1. On the inner edge for a strike. Cutter that time. Backdoor cutter. So 0-2 to Arias. Was a Mariner last year. Came in a trade from with the Brewers. Didn't really pan out the way we wanted him to. And the 0-2 pitch is well outside a cutter that time. Doesn't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Kyle able to keep it in front of him. Or started to skip away a little bit. And the umpire calls time as a ball went on the field into right field. But that gets resolved quickly, and we're back in ready to play. Snap throw to first base, not in time. Checking over the runner and Wilson at first base. Speedy runner. Only one stolen bag, though. But I'd consider him pretty quick. He seems like a guy that'd be pretty quick on you if he so desired. Even though the A's are a team that doesn't run. And the 1-2. Check swing on the edge. Not called a strike. That was a close pitch. It's been called before by the home plate umpire. Does not get the call that time. Vargas was ready to start celebrating, but now he's going to throw another pitch. It's a 2-2 count to Arias. And the 2-2. Wilson takes off as it's fouled away. He has to go back to first base. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vargas looking to get out of this inning clean. Keep it a tight ball game and prevent the top of the order from coming up. Leave that for the 7th inning. And the 2-2. Outer edge once again. Cal kind of took that one away. 3-2 now. Top of the order, and Lawrence Butler due up next. He had an RBI single his last time up, which tied the game up at 4 runs. One on, 2 outs. The payoff pitch to Arias is fouled off. 96 at the knees. And we'll do it again. A's are 2 games back to the Mariners in the division race. And the 3-2 pitch to Arias once again is a ground ball past Leo Rivas for a base hit. Wilson goes to third. And it's an RBI. It's not an RBI, excuse me. And the A's got the runners on the corners. Once again with 2 outs. Where's my third base? There we go. And here comes Lawrence Butler with a chance to give the A's the lead. Fastball on the outer edge. Just missed inside the zone. Gets right past Rivas. Can't get there. And Jacob Wilson goes first to third. Here comes Lawrence Butler. Long at-bat there. 2 close misses that Vargas did not get the call. And unfortunately, here comes Pete Woodworth for a mound visit. Dangerous left-handed hitter here in Butler. And after that, Brent Rooker. You do have an open base. Fortunately, you have an open base if he ends up walking them. Astros lost earlier today to the Milwaukee Brewers, which is good in the divisional race. Rangers had the day off. And so did the Angels, as far as I know. And then the top 2 teams in the AL West battling here. A's in the prime position to take the lead. First pitch to Butler is down and away for ball 1. Just clipped the outer edge, but was brought down by Cal Raleigh for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch to Butler is swing and a miss at a low fastball. 1-1. Just died on Lawrence Butler. So swing and a miss from Butler, a rare swing and a miss by A's hitters today. Not many whiffs today by them, and the 1-1 is fouled off. 93 on the upper outer edge. So now 1-2 to Lawrence Butler. Would love to get out of this inning. 1 strike away from escaping a runners on the corners jam. A's are threatening big time. The 1-2. Swinging a ground ball fouled on the right field line. We'll do it again. 91 mile per hour cutter on the inner edge. These ace hitters feel almost impossible to put away, especially in these 2-strike counts. It's hard to really punch them out. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive into right field. Rylan Thomas has it measured, and he makes the catch. And Carlos Vargas escapes the jam. We are still tied going in the top of the 7th. It's 4-4. Way to get out of it. Score some runs now, right? Trying to think who ended the inning. I think it was Leo. Leo Rivas got caught looking. So it's gonna be Thomas, Crawford, and most likely Mitch Garver. The evil NSA hacking the ESPN feeds. M's versus A's. For real, dude. That's what I'm hearing. So here on the 7th inning, where it really needs to count. A's are going to their bullpen. Luis Severino had a interesting day, 5 runs. Holman on the mound. So it's a righty, it looks like. Grant Holman. So 9-1-2 as Rylan Thomas comes in. He walked his last time up. First pitch of him is up and away. NSA website, try it. I'll see. I got a ball game to watch. Not trying to get hacked, you know what I'm saying? 1-0 over Thomas is in there for a strike, a breaking ball. Go M's? Hell yeah, dude. Go M's. Would love a win here today. Top of the 7th inning. Tied up at 4. Number 9 man Thomas, and the 1-0 pitch, 1-1 pitch to him is foul away. Another splitter it looked like that time. Now 1-2. Thomas walked and came around to score on an RBI single from Jorge Polanco back in the 3rd, which put the M's on the board. And the 1-2 pitch from Holman, way inside, almost hit Thomas. Would have liked for it to hit him almost. Would have liked for him to take one for the team there. But alas, doesn't work. He gets out of the way in time. And the 2-2 to Thomas, the right fielder. Swinging a line shot right over the plate. Hits the bag. Wilson off his back foot in time. What a play by the shortstop Wilson. Thomas points to the Dan Wilson to immediately challenge it. Let's see if the Mariners want to challenge it. And they won't. So it's an out. So I probably will get hacked. I ain't checking it then. Good play by Jacob Wilson. It hit the bag at second base. It's like kind of a slow roller. An impressive play overall by Jacob Wilson. Off his back foot, too. Goes over Holman. Almost skips off the bag. Unless it actually did. Here comes J.P. Crawford. Takes a first pitch breaking ball for a strike. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a single back in the first inning as the first batter of the ballgame. To extend his hitting streak to 13 games. And the 0-1 pitch to J.P. is shot down the line for a base hit into right field, right in front of Lawrence Butler, and a 1-out single for the Mariners. J.P. Crawford aboard for the 3rd time, and the go-ahead run is aboard at first base. And here comes Jorge Polanco. How's the weather tonight in L.A.? I wouldn't know. I don't live there. Nice, slightly breezy, 61 degrees in Missouri. Nice. I live in Central California. It's getting warmer here. It's getting warm. I live in the dead center of California. Not up, not down, dead center. I only live like an hour and a half away from Sacramento for perspective. And here comes Jorge Polanco, takes a first pitch fastball for a strike. Polanco with an RBI single back in the third inning, which put the Mariners on the board. Would love Polanco to get a hold of one here. Glad he's staying in the game. Top of the seventh, 1 on, 1 out. Polanco shoots this down the line. It's caught. And JP's caught in a rundown. And it's going to be a double play. That was the weirdest double play I've ever seen in my life. It was grounded right to the first baseman. JP Crawford stopped running because he thought it was caught. And then he got caught in a rundown. And that's going to retire the side to go to the bottom of the seventh tied up. That was weird. Some bad luck there. A hot shot by Polanco. 106 miles per hour off the bat. And just nothing going the Mariners' way since that third inning. So here we are in the bottom of the seventh inning. All tied up at 4 runs apiece. And Brent Rooker is going to lead off the inning. A tough inning all around last inning for the Mariners. And here comes Brent Rooker and Colin Snyder out for the Mariners. First pitch to Brent Rooker is up and away for ball 1. So 2, 3, and 4, Brent Rooker, Tyler Soderstrom, and Miguel Andujar set to bat. And the 1-0 pitch is fouled away. 1-1. Brent Rooker was hit by a pitch his first time up. He's 0 for 2, but came around to score back in the first on a sacrifice fly from Miguel Andujar, which gave the A's a early 1-0 lead. And the 1-1 pitch to Rooker, swing and a miss, a slider that time over the middle of the plate. Got going a little too early, it looked like. So 1-2 now. And the 1-2. Check swing didn't go. Had a pitch down and away. 2-2. Colin Snyder appearing to make his first appearance in quite some time now. I haven't seen him in a while, or at least noticed. And the 2-2 to Rooker. It's a slider up and the top rail, but fouled away. I'm getting nervous, dude. As if I haven't been nervous already. The A's have been battling this game in their at-bats so far. A lot of lengthy at-bats. The 2-2 is shot down the left field line for a base hit all the way to the wall. That's going to be extra bases for Brent Rooker to lead off the bottom of the seventh inning, a leadoff double. So quickly, a runner in scoring position, a hanging breaking ball that time on the inner half of the plate. Went right down the left field line. And here comes Tyler Soderstrom with a chance to give the A's a lead here in the seventh. Cal Raleigh had to talk with Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh had to talk with Colin Snyder, sorry. Here comes Soderstrom with a chance to give the A's a lead. First pitch to him is swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Strike one. Man on at second base and Brent Rooker. Came around to score the last time he reached base. Tied 4-4. Nobody out for the A's here. And the 0-1 pitch is popped up. Ben Williamson or Cal Raleigh might have a play on it, and it goes into the seats foul. Would have liked for that to stay in the yard. But it's 0-2 now to Tyler Soderstrom. And the 0-2 pitch to Soderstrom is weighing in. It hits him. So a hit batter on an 0-2 count, and there's two men on now for the A's with Andujar coming up. Hit him on the knee or the leg, on the back leg. Hit him on the back foot. He overthrew a serious breaking ball and ends up hitting the batter. You really hate to see that. And here goes Miguel Andujar, who sacrificed flies first time up and 0 for 2 since then. Love a pop-up, a strikeout, or even a double play here. But everything going the A's way right now here in the bottom of the seventh, a double and a hit by pitch. First pitch to him is on the outer half for a strike. Fastball 93 miles an hour. The 0-1 to Andujar. Check swing doesn't go at a low and away breaking ball. Lays off of that one. Count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-1 and nobody out here for the A's in the bottom of the seventh inning. Score tied up at 4. The 1-1. Ground ball foul. It's now 1-2 into the A's dugout. Snyder ahead 1-2 would love a strikeout. The A's a solid team here so far this year, surprising a lot of people. The 1-2 is shot into center field. Straight away, Julio has it measured, makes the catch. Rooker tagging. He goes to third base easily. And the A's have him in the corners with 1 out. So a productive out, but an out nonetheless. And double play can get Snyder out of this inning. But Shea Langoliers is up at the plate. Shea Langoliers homered his last time up. If I believe that was his last time up. Now he's come around one more time since then. But a solo shot, which brought the A's within 1 run, which then ended up being tied in that same inning. Solo shot just got past Mastrobuoni's glove. He could have robbed it, but was unable to. And ground ball to shorter second would be perfect here. First pitch is in there for a strike to Langoliers. The A's can take a lead with a fly ball, just a lazy fly ball. At least one that has a little bit of depth to it. Brent Rooker on third. And an out to give. And the 0-1 to Langoliers. Swung on into right field. Thomas has it measured. The A's will take the lead as Rooker scores. The throw goes into second, and the A's have a lead on a sac fly. So the A's now lead at 5-4 here in the bottom of the seventh. Where is it? And the Mariners are now down to their final 6 outs, pretty much. And here comes the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Bleday 1 for 2 so far in the day. Snyder giving up the earned run, and the first pitch to Bleday is lined down the right field line. Foul, hot shot. Look out for people in the berm. Ooh, that's scary. So 0-1 now, two outs, one on. A's now lead 5-4. Mariners at one point having a 4-2 lead back in the third. And the 0-1 pitch is swung on foul near the same spot, pretty much. Wow. Shot down the right field line, quickly 0-2. I didn't lose you anything, dude. If anything, you lost the money putting $100 on the Mariners. That was your first mistake, I'm afraid. Game ain't over yet, though. Still got 2 more innings, and the 0-2 pitch is down and in. Runner stays put. And Snyder steps off. Anything, your little peach? Yeah, keep telling yourself that, buddy, all right? Don't go wasting money if you can't afford to lose it. The 1-2 is up high. So 2-2 now to JJ Bleday. And the 2-2. High fly ball out to right field, going foul. Well, foul. But man, wow. It's not worth my time. If I'm not worth your time, then get out of here, dude. You are free to not watch. Just so you know. Parents bought you everything in that room? I'm sure they did, dude. Oh, batter calls time. That was a really delayed call there. Exactly. I would never bet the money on the Mariners, Loki. I would never bet, especially $100 on the 2-2 pitches. Ooh, low and away. Good take by JJ Bleday. So now a full count to Bleday. Well, yeah, duh. Of course I'm at my parents' house. I go to school here still. Going to college locally, my friend. It's pretty chill. Payoff pitch to Bleday. Swinging a line drive. Caught by Leo Rivas on a diving play. Good play. A's take the lead, but limit the damage. We're going to the bottom. We're going to the top of the 8th. Mariners lead by, A's lead by 1. Have you ever had a job? Oh boy, here we go. Reason I haven't been streaming lately is because I've been working. You know what I'm saying? Broken yap all he wants, though, Loki. Broken yap all he wants. At the end of the day, I'm going to keep doing this as often as I can because it's something I enjoy doing. That's just what it is. Give me mod privileges. I'm good at playing Gatekeeper. Dude, I might have to. Might be a good mod. I'll probably give it to you after the game, Loki. I want to see how far this guy can go, Loki. Just for funsies. Because if you think about it, the longer he stays, the what do you call it? The more exposure I would get. I would say. So he can stay. As we go to the top of the 8th. Kind of cringe, buddy. Kind of cringe. Game ain't over yet. Here comes Julio. First pitch to Julio is swung on and popped up. Are you kidding me, dude? Out to first base. Kurtz has it measured. 1 pitch, 1 out. Not what you're looking for, but here comes Cal. Cal with an opportunity to tie it with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. A's heckler? Gotta be. But he also put $100 on the Mariners. So, you know, that kind of is bro's fault. And here comes Cal. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Mariners really have to get something here before they go to Mason Miller. Yeah, he really does need a lot more patience. And the 1-0 pitch to Cal is outside 2-0. This is the guy you want to get in terms of getting runs against him. Because Mason Miller is going to be very difficult to get to. The 2-0 is down, but called a strike. Borderline pitch there. It did clip the corner. Unfortunately, doesn't go for Cal. 2-1 now. And the 2-1 is way up high. 3-1. Miles Mastrobuoni on deck for the Mariners. Should Cal Raleigh reach here? By the way, he's getting a headbat. The 3-1. Downstairs, ball 4. 1 out walk. Tying run is on base. Here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. Or never mind, Rowdy Tellez. My mistake. I keep forgetting that. I'm getting them switched up. Here comes Rowdy. First pitch to him is upstairs. Shea Langoliers is going to go out for a mound visit, it looks like. Perhaps. Maybe? No? Guess not. Looked like he was going to go out. We'll love to see Rowdy get a hold of one here. 1 out, 1 on, 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Outside. Upstairs again. 2-0. A's bullpen warming another righty. And Mitch Spence is warming up in the A's bullpen. Tellez the go-ahead run, the 2-0. Swing and a miss, elevated fastball. 2-1. He was looking to give the Mariners the lead with that swing. Would have been nice if he did, but still an opportunity here nonetheless. The 2-1 to Rowdy. Off the end of the bat, a squibber out to the third baseman, and he has no play. An infield single for Rowdy Tellez, of all people. And the Mariners have 2 men on and 1 out. Here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. Tying run now in scoring position. So, an infield single of all things for Rowdy Tellez. Able to hustle that one out. I mean, I guess, but he also bet $100 on the Mariners, so I don't know why he would do that. If anything, he's a Mariners fan who's upset as Samad Taylor comes out to run for the Mariners. To pinch run. For obvious reasons, because Rowdy Tellez isn't very fast, but now we got Samad Taylor and Cal Raleigh on first and second, respectively. And here comes Miles Mastrobuoni. Mastrobuoni can tie this ball game up with a single with Cal Raleigh's eventual speed. Eventual? What the hell am I talking about? With his decent speed. Big spot here. First pitch to Mastrobuoni. Takes on the corner, call the ball. Ooh, good pitch there. Breaking ball on the corner. Perfect pitcher's pitch, but somehow doesn't get the call. So 1-0 to Miles Mastrobuoni. And the 1-0 to Mastroboni. Down the middle for a strike, breaking ball. Count evens up at 1-1. You're starting to get on my nerves. That ain't easy. That was low-key funny, though. If he's still here, it was funny. If he's not, it is what it is. Almost timed him out earlier. And the 1-1. Fastball down the middle, fouled away. Now 1-2. Ben Williamson on deck. Mariners batting .500 tonight with runners in scoring position. Another chance here for Miles Mastroboni. All right, you're good, Sam. The 1-2. Swing and a miss at a high and away fastball for strike 3. Chased a high fastball, and here comes Ben Williamson. Mariners are down to their final 4 outs. And their best chance is right here off the bat of Ben Williamson. Because Mason Miller is going to be very hard. First pitch to Williamson is outside. If you get Williamson here, if he gets on, it'll be Leo Rivas with the bases loaded and 2 outs. You do not want to get to Mason Miller here. You do not want to face him down 1. The 1-0 is kind of a little inside-out swing, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Cal Raleigh comes around, and he's going to score, and we got a tie ball game. Ben Williamson, a bloop single into right field. Runners go first to third, and we're tied at 5. Let's go. Let's go. And a chance for more. Ben Williamson comes up huge for the Mariners. Inside-out swing on an inside pitch, kind of bloops it into right field. Cal Raleigh, of course, running the whole way. Samad Taylor going first to third on the blooper. And we're tied. My AirPod just died. I think. Or unless my stream just died. Hold on. Nope, we're all good. We're okay. I think. Hold on. 1 second. And here comes Leo Rivas. With Mitch Spence coming in to face Leo Rivas. As the A's go to the bullpen. So we got a tie ball game at 5 runs apiece. Took this set of skills, all skills that Mr. Top is not like for me to turn in his direction. Rookie of the Year, Ben, that would be fun. Definitely going to be the Mariners Rookie of the Year at this rate. I remember, okay, so I work for the Mariners Single A affiliate, and I got to see him play my first year working there. So it's very cool to see him, yeah, it's good to get rid of the AirPods, too much radiation. Well, I hear the game, I'm watching the game on my laptop. So that's how I hear the game right now, unfortunately. I almost lost them the other day. I thought I lost them while coming home from work, but they fell in my pocket and onto my driver's seat as I was driving home. I was like, oh, thank God. But would love a clutch at bat from the switch hitter Leo Rivas. Coming up here in a moment. Oh, but dude, I'm tweaking. You know what I could do? Since I'm on my laptop and it has a headphone jack, I'm just gonna do this. What the hell, dude? What have I been doing this whole time? My dog just barking like a madman. There we go. What have I been, dude? Someone should have told me this earlier. I'm just kidding. It's my fault. An EMF meter and they put out radiation? What the hell? So here comes Mitch Spence, the lefty, I believe. Oh, he's another righty. I'm tweaking. So 2 outs here, runners on the corners for the Mariners. Top of the 8th inning, tied up at 5. A hit from Leo Rivas would give the Mariners the lead. Rivas 0 for 2. He walked his last time up, and then would bring up Rylan Thomas. First pitch to Rivas. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball low and in for strike 1. Smod Taylor at third. Ben Williamson at first. Big spot here, the 0-1. It's another swing and a miss. Cutter inside that time, 0-2. YouTube EMF, AirPods, lots of videos by Doc's Warnings. What the hell? I mean, it makes sense because it is Bluetooth. So it's like radio waves and stuff like that. Leo Rivas in an 0-2 hole. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. The 0-2. Down for ball 1. From Hanford, which... Oh, Hanford, what? Yeah, that's radiation land, dude. Seriously, man. The Chernobyl of the USA, except it's not as dangerous. Because people actually live there. Let's go Mariners chant in the stands. The 1-2 to Leo Rivas. Here it comes. And he pops it up. Into shallow center field. Bleday has it measured. And he makes the catch. But this game is tied. Mariners tie it up. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Even at 5 runs apiece. Oh, nice, dude. That's one way to get a free pair of really expensive earbuds. You love to see that. Seems to be nice. We can win this. I would rather get up in the top of the 9th. Assuming they don't bring out Mason Miller. Which honestly they might, but I don't know if they would want to waste him in the top of the 9th, but we'll see. It all comes down to how the bottom of the 8th goes, because you still got to get there. Let's see who's coming in to pitch for the Mariners in the bottom of the 9th. And tomorrow's matchup, Emerson Hancock versus Jeffrey Springs. 2 pitchers with very interesting ERAs. A 6.62 for Hancock and 4.98. And here comes Trent Thornton and Jacob Wilson. First pitch to Jacob Wilson is up and in, ball 1. Shortstop Jacob Wilson. Here's Trent Thornton, 6.75 ERA, 16th appearance so far, 13 and a third innings, 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. Trent Thornton has had his ups and downs this year. Big time. But you'd love to have a shutdown inning here from him in the 1-0. Is right to JP. Crawford throws on to first in time, 1 down. Donovan Solano now at first base after Rowdy Tellez was pitch ran for. So here comes Kurtz, the A's first baseman, the lefty, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch to Kurtz is at the knees for a strike, a breaking ball sweeper. Strike 1. Reminder, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe. We're closing in on 200 subscribers. We would love to hit that milestone very, very soon. And like the stream if you like what you're seeing as the 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. The 1-1 to Kurtz. Outside, 2-1. Is that a guy with a Giants jersey in the stands I see? The 2-1 to Kurtz. Chopper foul. Another sweeper at the knees. Fouls that one off. It's 2-2 now. Mason Miller is warming up. Absolute flamethrower number 19 for the A's. All-star last year, if I'm not mistaken. Closed out the game for the American League in their all-star win last season. And the 2-2 to Kurtz. It's another ground ball foul. Kurtz got the call up just this past week and so far has been doing pretty well. Overall as a first baseman. The 2-2 is shot into the gap. Julio going towards it, and he makes the catch with a dive. Way to hold on to that one, Julio. 2 outs, a big out there. Julio had to cover some major ground, and he does. No fly zone out in center field in Sacramento. Had to range out to his right, and that's why he's one of the fastest in the game. Way to hang with it. Had to come to a slide. Makes the catch in front of the warning track. And here comes Luis Arias. 2 for 3 today. First pitch to Arias is down the middle for a strike. 0-1. That would have in all likelihood been extra bases had Julio not gotten there. Instead, it's 2 outs and nobody on for Luis Arias. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2. Top of the order is due up for the A's, which would go into the bottom of the 9th should this score hold here in the bottom of the 8th. The 0-2. Well outside, 1-2. Try to get him a chase in the other batter's box, but does not go. Doesn't bite. The 1-2. On the lower outside corner, call the ball. That pitch was a strike. The umpire did not agree. Pitcher's pitch right there. Instead, it's a 2-2 count, and very similar to Reese's last at bat, which turned into a base hit. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive, like I said, into a base hit. Mastrobuoni cuts it off, and we're going to the top of the order. So a 2-out base runner for Lawrence Butler. Fastball down the middle. Luis Arias isn't fooled by it at all and has a 3-hit night, the former Mariner. Here comes the lefty, Lawrence Butler, with a chance to put the A's in business. First pitch to Butler. At the knees for a strike. Skips away from Cal's glove, but stays in front. So 0-1 to Lawrence Butler. Had an RBI single back in the 4th when he tied it up. The 0-1. Inside, ball 1. Wow, that's crazy, dude. An $1,800 bottle. Got to keep it. It's crazy what you'll find at hotels, man. The 1-1. On the outside edge, call the ball, just missing off the plate. Trent Thornton now behind 2-1. 1 on, 2 outs. Could have been called a strike. Unfortunately yet. And the 2-1 pitch to Lawrence Butler. Checks over to first, not in time. I guess that answers your question, Toast. Glad you're able to use that to your advantage, Sam. Very, very cool stuff. The 2-1 is grounded right to Leo Rivas. Throws on to first in time. And this game remains tied. We go to the bottom. We go to the top of the 9th. Scoreless 8th from Trent Thornton. Mariners going to face Mason Miller. Let's do this. Crunch time now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do know that song. Yeah, dude, that's a classic, dude. It's one of my dad's favorites. I do know that song. Take it easy. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm really hoping we get a run off of Mason Miller because a couple days ago in Miami, Mason Miller came in to get a 2-run to hold a 2-run lead and get the save, and he blew it. Ended up giving up a walk-off grand slam to Kyle Stowers. As most of um, Mason Miller's hits that people have gotten off him have left the yard. So if the Mariners are going to get him, it's going to be off the long ball in all likelihood. But you really got to make contact because he throws absolute heat. So you can throw up to 105. But if the Mariners can lock it down or get a run in this inning, they can get to their flamethrower on Andres Munoz and hopefully lock it down. But yeah, Mason Miller's ERA is really high, but his batting average against is under 200 because they've all been off the long ball. So his ERA. And here comes Ryland Thomas to face Mason Miller. The first pitch. Breaking ball up high, misses up high. 1-0. Mason Miller averages 101 on his fastball. Ryland Thomas 0 for 2, had a walk in the third, came around to score. The 1-0 from Miller is up and away, 90 miles per hour that time. 2-0. Mason Miller, 13 games, 4.97 ERA, 12 and 2/3 innings, 25 strikeouts, and 4 walks. And the 2-0, 98 fouled away. So 2-1 to Ryland Thomas. Worse against lefties for obvious reasons. And the 2-1, swing and a miss at 100 elevated. Days where I'm literally on those lyrics, taking a 7 win on mine. One for homie, 2 1 me. One says she's a friend of mine. Nice, dude. It's going to be Thomas, JP, and Polanco. And the 2-2 from Thomas. Fouled away, 101 elevated. Hey, way to foul it off. Mariners tied it up back in the 8th inning at 5 runs apiece. And the 2-2, way up and away. And Ryland Thomas has drawn a full count now. Would love a walk here for Ryland Thomas. Another walk. Maybe he's going to throw some gas towards him. I just know it's coming. The 3-2. 100 miles per hour. Gets it in play. Shoots it out to left center field. And the center fielder, Blade, makes the catch. 1 out. Knew that was coming. Down to 3, though. 4 of them had too many red flags. I feel you, man. It happens. It happens, dude. So here comes J.P. Crawford, 2-hit night tonight. And JP and then Polanco. Polanco, I'd say, has the best shot here. First pitch to JP is way upstairs at 100. Had Shea Langoliers not reacted to that one quickly enough, the home plate umpire was taking 100 to the mask. Yeah, make him throw. Make him throw a lot. The 1-0 to JP. Upstairs again at 100. 2-0. 10th pitch coming up for Mason Miller. JP has been aboard 3 times. He has 2 singles, a walk, a stolen base, and he did come around to score back in that 3rd inning. The 2-0 to JP Crawford. 99 swing and a miss. On the inner edge of the plate. That far from Mason Miller's fastest pitch, but still fast nonetheless. And the 2-1 to JP is upstairs at 100. His 3rd straight fastball of 99 or 100. ESPN says he walks. Whoa, hey, man, don't spoil it yet. Because ESPN is very much ahead. But if he walks, that's great. The 3-1. Yep, it's high. Ball 4. And here comes Jorge Polanco with a chance. Go ahead run is now aboard for Mason Miller. Here comes Jorge Polanco. Had an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. Now you're good, man. For next time, though, I like to ask people to hold their reactions in the chat until I react to it to myself. First pitch to Polanco is well inside with a slider, 86 mile per hour, but he takes it 1-0. Ooh, those are classics, dude. Some old school PS2 Need for Speed Underground 2 and Ace Combat 5 and 0. I know Need for Speed Underground. Those are classics, man. Never played them, but I do know those are very solid games. And the 1-0 pitch with 1 on and 1 out for Polanco. The 1-0 is shot out to right center field. Blade has it measured, and he makes the catch. 2 away. Here comes Julio. Now, last year I went to a game in Oakland. Mariners ended up losing 2-1, but they got a solo home run off Mason Miller in the 9th inning, and Julio Rodriguez hit it out to dead center field, might I add. And it was the fastest pitch that's ever been hit out in the StatCast era. It was a 102 mile per hour fastball, fastest pitch ever. And the first pitch to Julio, wave and a miss at a slider way outside. Other batter's box there, a really bad swing from Julio, but he's trying to sit fastball here. Crowd is really into it. 1 out, 2 on for Julio. The 0-1. Outside. Doubles up on the slider. Didn't chase that time. Julio saw it all the way. Julio 0 for 4 today. 3 flyouts and a ground out. Or a pop out, my apologies. The 1-1 to Julio. Outside at 101. Julio is very much due. Let's hope he can put a charge into this one. Good take, taken 101. The 2-1. Outside at 100. 3-1. Cal Raleigh on deck. The 3-1. Swing and a miss at 100. So full count now to Julio Rodriguez. Was late on 100 and just underneath it. Big pitch here for the Mariners. A payoff pitch to Julio as he calls time. Julio really due for a big hit here. Or at least a walk to get Cal up with a chance to take the lead. And the 3-2. Ball 4. Down and away, sorry. And here comes Cal Raleigh. And a base hit can give this Mariners team the lead. A rare walk from Mason Miller. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That is a crazy fast car. Cal Raleigh batting from the left side, of course. 0 for 2 in the day. With a couple of walks, I believe. Only 8 strikes so far thrown by Mason Miller to 12 balls in his 20 total pitches. Let's hope he can give Cal Raleigh one to smoke down the right field line. A gapper can score 2, but you just need 1 to take the lead. Top of the 9th inning, 2 outs, 2 on for the Mariners. First pitch to Cal. Swinging a jam shot, foul at 101 on the inside. Would have been a ball, but it's 101. You don't have much time to really react to it. No balls and a strike to Cal. Here it comes. Another one at 100 he fouls off. That one a true strike. Nothing in 2 now to Cal Raleigh. Cal hitless today. Thus far. Just barely got a piece of that one. Mariners looking to take the lead here in a big spot. Here in Sacramento. The 0-2. high, and he fouls it away at 101. 3 straight fastballs. Cal stays alive, 0-2. We call it the bitch. That's fire, dude. Pardon my French. Another big pitch here. Crawford at second, Julio at first. The 0-2 to Cal. He's down, ball 1. Good take there. I doubt you guys can really tell, but my heart is absolutely racing right now. The 1-2 from Miller. Swinging a foul ball back at 102. Cal just making contact with that one. Count remains 1-2. Cal battling here. Fastball after fastball after fastball coming to Cal Raleigh. The 1-2. Ground ball foul. Off-speed pitch that time. The changeup, it looked like. Maybe the slider. That was the slider. We're going to do the 1-2 once again. Miller at 26 pitches, oncoming to number 27. Cal Raleigh with a chance. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball over the middle of the plate. Cal Raleigh's early on it, and we're going to the bottom of the 9th. We're tied up. Mason Miller was stressing on that one, but he gets out of it scoreless, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. For a close competitive game or a blowout. I'd want a blowout, dude. I hate these close games. I can't stand them. An 87 mile per hour breaking ball that really felt like he could have put a charge into, but if you're a guy going against a guy throwing 100, you really got to second guess yourself a lot. And it's really, really difficult. So here we go to the bottom of the 9th, all tied up at 5. So it's going to be Brent Rooker, 2-3-4, Rooker, Soderstrom, and Miguel Andujar as the Mariners try to send this game into extras, and here comes Trent Thornton once again. And I'm not going to lie, I don't like him being out here again. So the first pitch to Rooker is swung on right to J.P. Crawford. Throws on to first in time. At least I think it was J.P. or maybe it was Leo Rivas. My apologies. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Those games the Chiefs had those past 2 seasons. Crap, I tried my sports fan nerves. Yeah, I wanted those games to go the other way. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of the Chiefs, unfortunately. I'm tired of them winning. And here comes Tyler Soderstrom. He's 1 for 3 so far today. First pitch to Soderstrom is way up high. Mariners are 7-3 in 1-run games, opposed to the A's 5-4 record in 1-run games this season. And the 1-0 to Soderstrom. On the outside edge, called a strike. Breaking ball that time, curveball. The thing that's worrying me the most here is that the A's are the home team. I'd rather be the team to go up last. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and grounded right to the first baseman. Solano throws over to Trent Thornton. Whoa, had had to catch it behind his back, but he was able to stretch out and make the catch for out number 2. And here comes Miguel Andujar. Trent Thornton was really quick there. And that was almost an error. And could have been very bad and almost could have put Soderstrom into scoring position. But instead it's an out with nobody on for Miguel Andujar. Stream about to reach 3 hours. Oh, never mind. Seth Brown now pinch hitting. First pitch to Seth Brown is grounded through the left side for a base hit. First pitch goes into left field in front of Mastrobuoni. And a 2-out single for Seth Brown, who pinch hit for Miguel Andujar. And here comes Shea Langoliers with a chance to walk it off. Last Mariners game I went to in Oakland, when they were still in Oakland, Shea Langoliers hit a walk-off home run off Austin Voth. Very similar spot here. Langoliers already homered in this game as he takes a first pitch strike. Langoliers brought the A's within 1 back in the 4th inning, which ended up allowing the A's to tie the game up that same inning as he homered off Bryce Miller. And the 0-1 to Langoliers. Upstairs, 1-1. The 1-1 to Shea Langoliers is well outside with a fastball. 2-1. Thornton falls behind Langoliers. 2 balls and a strike. This series is a battle for first place in the American League West as it stands right now. The 2-1 to Langoliers. Swung on a foul. 2-2 outside. Looked like a cutter that time. Gets Langoliers to foul it off, even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big pitch here, the 2-2. Down and in, or down and away, sorry. I feel like down and in is a lot easier to roll off the tongue. That's why I say it preemptively. So now it's a full count to Shea Langoliers. 1 for 3 on the day with a solo home run. 1 on, 2 outs here for the A's in the bottom of the 9th inning. The 3-2 is low and outside for ball 4. Now the A's have the winning run at second base. Visiting got the bat last at the bottom of the inning. That would be interesting, but then that means the winning team would, or the away team, would be able to walk things off, which for obvious reasons isn't fair at all, as Cal Raleigh comes out for a mound visit. And a base hit can and will win this game with Seth Brown at second base. Now, I'm not entirely sure who is coming up. Bullpen is not going for the Mariners. Trent Thornton has this all the way. This is his time. Here comes the left fielder, or the center fielder, sorry, JJ Bleday, who's 1 for 3 on the day so far. Munoz is in uniform, but bullpen is quiet because Munoz might not even be able to have the opportunity to come out in this game. Bleday 1 for 3, like I mentioned. Trent Thornton trying to close out this inning. The first pitch to Bleday, outside ball 1. Once again, if you're new here, make sure to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to reach 200 subscribers. Slowly closing in on that number. And the 1-0 is shot. High fly ball to right field into the corner. Thomas going back, and he makes the catch. That was close. And Trent Thornton gets out of it, and we're going to the 10th here in Sacramento. Tied up at 5. Trent Thornton is fired up. Trent Thornton goes 2 innings to keep this game tied up, and we're going to extras. Let's get it. Mariners got to capitalize here. We're going to 10. That was a close one. He got a high fly ball into right field and went barely into foul territory, and Ryland Thomas, the rookie, comes up clutch for the catch. Let me put the automatic runner on second base here. Ooh, almost knocked my phone off my desk. Here we go to the top of the 10th. Anything had to love my throat? Yeah, not for real, dude. My throat is killing me right now from talking so much. Donovan Solano should be the one to bat. Not sure who's coming out for the A's, though. So Moreland or whatever this guy's name is, or Ferguson, as Solano takes the first pitch strike. Cal Raleigh, the automatic runner at second base. So it's 0-1 from Tyler Ferguson to Donovan Solano, who's been our worst hitter this year by far. Solano gets one here, I'll be very surprised. And the 0-1 pitch to Solano is low. Ball 1-1 now. Donovan Solano, only 1 RBI on the season so far. Not many hits because he's splitting at-bats with Tellez at first base. And he's batting 140 on the year. Not great. The 1-1 from Tyler Ferguson is swung on out towards the gap in right center field. Lawrence Butler makes the catch. Cal Raleigh can tag and move to third easily. So a productive out from Donovan Solano on a long fly ball. 1 out. I'll take that. Now you don't need a hit to take the lead. And here comes the left fielder, Miles Mastrobuoni. A good charge from that bat by Solano. Just didn't get enough of it, but it was enough to move the runner. He does his job. And here comes Miles Mastrobuoni with the chance to give the Mariners the lead. Infield, in all likelihood, going to come in for the Athletics. Pitcher Ferguson, the first pitch is outside, ball 1. Yep, infield is in. Williamson on deck, who tied the game up back in the top of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Mastrobuoni an RBI single back in the 3rd. The 1-0 pitch is just on the outer edge for strike 1. 1-1 now to Miles Mastrobuoni. And the 1-1 to Mastrobuoni. Swinging a fly ball to left field foul. Breaking ball down towards the knees. 1-2 now to Mastrobuoni. Four runs back in the 3rd, which gave the Mariners the lead for a quick, brief moment. The 1-2. Outside, almost gets away. Langelier is able to keep it in front of him. It's 2-2. Or conditioned. All those years of yelling orders over automatic weapons of firebombs and mortars. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. My throat's getting sore right now. For me, it's going to be used to just talking for long periods of time for a ball game like this. Going over 3 hours. The 2-2. Swinging a fly ball out to left field. Not especially deep. Cal Raleigh, let's see if he tags. Cal Raleigh tags. He's on his way to the plate. The throw is offline. Mariners lead. A short sac fly, and the throw is offline, and the Mariners take the lead here in the top of the 10th inning. Miles Mastroboni gets it done, and for now, the Mariners have a 6-5 lead. Cal Raleigh is a bad man for testing the arm, and it worked out. It worked out beautifully. The throw was well offline, and Cal Raleigh had a clear path to the plate. Would love to see another run possibly here. I got a rare case of the sore throat. Yeah, I feel you, man. Here comes Ben Williamson with 2 outs here in the 10th. Mariners lead 6-5. First pitch to Williamson. Breaking ball in there for a strike on the upper outside edge. Cal Raleigh showed off the speed there, even though not especially deep fly ball. Got a great voice for baseball. Appreciate you, Marty. Means a hell of a lot. And the 0 to Williamson. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he does. 0-2. That's why I do this. My dream job is to be a sports broadcaster. So that's why I do all this. 1, for the fun of it. And 2, because it's something I actually want to do with my career. And if people like it, then perfect. Then I'll continue to do this as much as possible. Ferguson facing 0-2 count to Ben Williamson. Fastball outside, 1-2 to Ben Williamson now. 2 outs, nobody on. Mariners were able to manufacture that run home from second base in Cal Raleigh. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Andres Munoz should be warming up in the pen for the Mariners to lock it down in the bottom of the 10th. And the 1-2 to Ben Williamson on the outside corner, strike 3 called. Mariners take the lead, and we're going to the bottom of the 10th. A's down to their final 3 outs, but it's far from over. Andres Munoz on to close it out. Go to Washington State. They got a great broadcast program. Okay, you're trying to recruit me to your school? I feel you, man. I feel you. I would love to go to Washington because I go up there every summer. I'm basically my home away from home. Visit family up there every summer. I live in California, but I am a Seattle sports fan. So Mariners, Seahawks, Kraken. I got all my jerseys up here. I just hung them up. My room was a mess. If I put this stream on and I didn't have the scoreboard up, or the scoreboard up right here, my room would be an absolute mess, and you guys would flame me for it. Even though that's somewhat messy in some places, but it was bad. Mariners need to hold on. You best believe it. Who wants smoke? You best believe it. And Munoz is going to come on. Now, I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember who came. I think it was J.J. Bleday is going to be the automatic runner at second. I'm not sure about his overall speed. But I don't like getting only one run. Even though getting the 1 run is always great. It means they can just tie it up. It's not the winning run. It's just the tying run. But that's still a threat of it being the tying run. Got an $800 payout if they win. Dude, this guy came in earlier talking a lot of personal smack talk towards myself, especially because he put $100 on the Mariners, and when the Mariners lost their lead, when it was a 5-4 ball game in the favor of the A's, he was not too pleased about it. Hey, I'm really hoping we get that payout for you, bud. Let's do it. So you live in Washington, Nirvana, Seahawks, M's. Oh yeah, no, I got this poster from my little sister for Christmas. Very cool poster. I have a t-shirt with that same thing on it. But yeah, I live in California. I just happen to be a Seattle sports fan. You can thank my mom for being up there. Real crunch time now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to reach 200 subscribers. And here comes Jacob Wilson. First pitch to Jacob Wilson is swung on. Ground ball into right field for a base hit. And that is going to tie the game on the very first pitch. Just like that, we're tied. Oh, boy. J.J. Bleday scores from second. And there goes the save opportunity. Northern or SoCal, dead center. Dead central. Ball goes right past Rivas, and that really sucks. So here comes Kurtz, the first baseman. He's 1 for 4. First pitch to Kurtz is low. That is really unfortunate. Voice of Sports Broadcasting. Appreciate this, Sam. Yeah, I'm really trying to do my best. I'm getting nervous now. I'm really nervous. I'm just 1-0 is outside. 2-0. Munoz is perfect in save opportunities so far, and I'm not sure if this will count as a blown save, but his ERA is still going to be at 0 because that is an unearned run at second base. 1 on, nobody out. The 2-0 to Kurtz. Just low, 3-0. One of those days for Munoz, it was bound to happen. I feel like it because he was having some struggles previous year. You really got to get a double play here. Just throw some strikes. On a corner for a strike, 3-1. There is nobody out. Crowd doesn't like that call, but it was a strike with a fastball. 98 on the lower inside edge. So 3-1 to Kurtz. 1 on, nobody out. The 3-1 swung on foul. 99 at the knees. Munoz back in the count. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch to Kurtz. Here it comes. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. He walked him. So now 2-1 and nobody out. And it looked like he may have gone, but he just checked it. It's a 50-50. Really tough call there. And here comes Luis Arias. Winning run in scoring position with nobody out. Maybe get a triple play here. Ground it right to Williamson. Step on the bag at third. This game is absolutely bonkers, dude. That's why I hate playing away games, because in extra innings, it's always who's up last. And you don't want to be the guy pitching last. You really don't want to be the guy pitching last. And this game has a bad omen just pouring out of it. Mariners looking to get back in the win column, but if it's going to happen, it's going to take another inning. Mariners gone so far as 12 innings before. That came back in Toronto. Rowdy Tellez broke it open with a payoff pitch grand slam. Back in the 12th inning in Toronto against the Blue Jays. Here's Luis Arias, 3-hit day, all singles. Swearing the bunt. Takes a first pitch. That's not called a ball? 99 miles per hour, basically down the middle, was called a ball. That is absolutely incredible. What kind of call is that? That pitch is 99, basically down the middle. And it's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Popped up the bunt, and it goes foul. Cal wasn't able to get behind it in time. It's 1-1. But man, how do you miss a call that bad? 99 miles per hour was paint. Heck, not even paint. It was just down the middle. Instead of 0-2, it's now 1-1 as Arias calls time. Nobody out, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 10th inning, all tied up at 6. Both teams brought it home their ghost runner. A's on their first pitch. Mariners took them 2 manufactured outs to do it. The 1-1. Swing and a line drive foul. Paid off. It's possible. There's been a lot of people in here. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 200 subscribers. We are very, very close. And if you like what you're seeing here and the calls I'm giving, make sure to hit that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. The 1-2. Swinging a foul 100 miles per hour. How come Dan didn't complain? Dude, I don't know. He's probably cursing to himself in the dugout at the umpire, but don't want to get thrown out, you know what I'm saying? Especially this late in the ball game. No point. The 1-2 to Arias. Up and away. Now 2-2. Barely off in the middle. Yeah, it was more like middle out. But if you're a pitcher throwing 99, that's basically down the middle. Especially considering it wasn't a breaking ball. It was just straight heat going straight ahead. The 2-2 to Arias. Swinging a ground ball, just foul. That would have won the game because Williamson wasn't able to get to it. We do it again, 2-2. Oh, wow, he got his glove on it, too. So 2-2 once again to Luis Arias. Munoz got to throw his 14th pitch, has not recorded an out yet. The 2-2. Down and away, 100 miles an hour. And he's one pitch away from loading up the bases. Would love a double play here, something like that. You need an out here. You can't get at least go to the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball out to JP. Has to throw into first as his only play, and that's in time. One out. Runners move up to second and third. It's basically as good as a bunt. Looks like they're discussing something. They may have been. Someone said they called catcher's interference. Dan Wilson's coming up to talk to him. They might say Arias would be safe at first off catcher's interference. And if that does, that's really bad. That's a terrible call if that turns out to be the case. And would give the A's the bases loaded and nobody out. And Dan's going to challenge it. Because, why not? So now they're going to review catcher's interferences, but I guess that's what they're initially called, saying Cal Raleigh got in the way of Arias' swing. Let's see. I don't see anything that would rule catcher's interference. Let's see on this side angle. It looked like there was a clean swing, no interference at all. I'm not sure why that would even be called catcher's interference in the first place. I don't see no glove movement off the swing of Arias. And this definitely should be overturned. I don't know why that would be called, but Lawrence Butler would be up in any case. And he instantly calls out, I don't know, and Cal's kind of like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? They called catcher's interference. They say it was confirmed. I have no clue where that could have been catcher's interference. I don't know how you could confirm that in any case, and now it's bases loaded with nobody out. I didn't see any graze on that swing. I'm at a loss for words right now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at an entirely loss for words. I don't know how it grazed Cal's glove. There was no movement from Cal's glove. And the straps don't count. Here comes Lawrence Butler with bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch. Swung on and fouled 100 mile per hour down the middle. Strike one. I'm at a loss for words, guys. I'm at a loss for words. If you look at the replay, they're gonna be talking about that for a while. I know that for a fact. Munoz in a tough spot. The 0-1. Swinging another foul back, going off speed that time. Quickly 0-2 to Lawrence Butler. A fly ball wins this game. Infield is very much in, but there's a force out at every base. Biggest spot of the year for Munoz so far. Infield is very much in, as I just mentioned, I'm pretty sure. And the 0-2, Lawrence Butler is up and away. Yeah, I have no idea where in the world that catcher's interference call would even come from. But that was a total show moment right there. The 1-2. Strike three call, top rail. 99 at the top shelf. Munoz gets his first out in a massive spot. And here comes Brent Rooker. Munoz looking to escape a bases-loaded jam with Brent Rooker. First pitch is down, skips away from Cal, but he's able to keep it in front of him. Excellent play by Cal there. Saved the game there for the moment. 1-0 to Rooker. Now, a long fly ball can win this game. You're not out of it yet. You're still in a very tight spot. You would like a ground ball to shortstop here, though. The 1-0 to Rooker. Down and in. Or down and away. Sorry, you can't walk him either. You have nowhere to put him. Don't want to forget that. You do not have an open base, which you wish you would have with a guy like Rooker, but after that catcher's interference call, it loads the bases up. The 2-0 in there for a strike. Breaking ball outer edge, 2-1. Good way to get back into the count. The 2-1 to Rooker. Down and away, now 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Brent Rooker now. You have to throw him a strike. You can't not throw him a strike. Fans are on their feet here at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. Bases loaded, 3-1 count, 1 out. 1 run wins it. The 3-1. Jammed him, fouled it away. 3-2 now. .99 miles per hour inside. It was a true ball, but Rooker swung at it, obviously with the green light, with a 3-1 count. And we'll do it again. The 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 99 on his hands, and the Mariners are 1 out away from getting out of this. A massive out there. But we're not done yet. Rooker swung over top of it. And here comes Tyler Soderstrom, the lefty. First pitch to Soderstrom. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Outside breaking ball that time. The 0-1 to Soderstrom. Down the line, foul. Ooh, quickly 0-2 now to Soderstrom. And Munoz is 1 strike away from getting out of this. Another breaking ball on the outside edge. Just drifted foul. Thank the Lord. The 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outer edge. On the inner edge, my fault. And Munoz escapes a bases loaded jam, and we're going to 11. Andres Munoz keeps this game alive, and we're going to 11. Oh my goodness. Have yourself a game, Andres Munoz. Wow. All I have to say about that is wow. My friend in Japanese, I have no idea what that said, but I'm sure it's high praise. Welcome on in. So if you are able to type in English, that would be fantastic. But nonetheless, appreciate you guys being here. If you guys like what you're seeing, once again, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We are trying to reach 200 subscribers very, very soon. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the stream if you haven't already, because boy, we got a ball game on our hands right here. If the Mariners end up winning this game, Munoz gets all the credit. Mariners need to answer. What a moment for Andres Munoz and the Mariners. That's why he's the American League Reliever of the Month, my ladies and gentlemen. And here comes a lefty pitcher in Hogan Harris facing Leo Rivas. Ben Williamson, the runner on second, so speed on the base pass. So 8, 9, and 1 for the Mariners. I guess they're fixing second base. There's something wrong with second base, like the actual base itself. But oh my goodness. That was one of the wildest sequences of any inning in my life that I've ever seen. I gotta put the automatic runner on second. Hold on. So Leo Rivas 0 for 3 with a couple of walks today so far. I believe a couple of walks. First pitch to him, he shows bunt, pulls back, takes inside for ball one. The lefty Harris with Leo Rivas batting from the right side. They're trying to take Jorge Polanco out of this game, which it looks like they will because lefty pitcher up. I'm sorry, my apologies. And the 1-0 pitch to Leo Rivas. How did Ben get on? Automatic runner in extra innings. And he was the last guy to bat in the top of the 10th, so he's automatically the next guy up, so to go another inning. As Rivas takes low for ball 2, so 2-0 to Leo Rivas. A's have yet to lose in extra innings. They're 2-0. Mariners 2-2 in extras. This is their 5th game in extra innings this year. The 2-0 pitch to Rivas is outside, 3-0. Rylan Thomas is the next man up, barring he can pinch hit for. Possibly, maybe Samad Taylor pinch hit for him. Because Rylan Thomas is a lefty. So get the righty up. And the 3-0 to Rivas, right in there for a strike, 3-1, taking all the way. Coming down to the max of a major domain rush from that inning. Dude, I've never been more hyped in my life for a game, for an inning to end that we didn't win it on. Could you imagine if that was for the game? Like if we won that? The 3-1. Skied foul. So a full count now to Leo Rivas after getting ahead 3-2. He's still ahead, but now it's a full count. Would love to get Rivas aboard here. Ben Williamson on second base. Payoff pitch is cracked down the left field line, foul. This game's been going 3.5 hours. Not a single one of these Mariners extra inning games have gone shorter of 10 innings. They've not ended in the 10th. They've all gone 11 or more. The 3-2 is high, but he swung on and missed it. Strike 3. So out number 1 now. Here comes who I'm assuming is going to be Samad Taylor. An elevated fastball that would have been ball 4, but Rivas too close to take. Would have loved for Rivas to bunt, but he pulled back on 2 bunt attempts. Here comes Mitch Garver. Arrives on the 9th, or he's on deck, my apologies. Unless he's coming up the bat right now. Mitch Garver only 1 home run on the year, and that was off a position player pitching. Having another pretty big down year. And here comes Mitch Garver, batting in the 9-hole. Not sure what Dan Wilson's going to do for this defensively. Batting .235, 1 home run, 6 RBI for Garver. First pitch to him is down in the dirt. I guess Samad Taylor came as a pinch runner. Rosarena being the only man on the bench right now because he pulled his hamstring in yesterday's game against the Rangers, but he should be playing tomorrow, Rosarena said himself. So 1-0 to Garver. Basic gives you the lead. Takes on the edge for a strike on the outer edge. 1-1 now to Mitch Garver. Tie ball game here in the top of the 11th after Andres Munoz escaped a bases loaded, nobody out jam by striking out the side. 1-1 to Garver. Right over the middle of the plate, breaking ball. Strike 2. Garver yet to swing a bat, taking all 3 pitches, finds himself in a 1-2 count. Long game here for the Mariners. Would love for you to come out on the winning side. The 1-2. Outside as the pitcher slips. It's 2-2 now. Hogan Harris slipped and fell on that pitch. Yeah, his foot just slid off the mound. The lefty pitcher, Hogan Harris, on the mound looking to close the 11th inning out. The 2-2 to Garver. It's a high fly ball, drifting foul, a breaking ball. Try to get him with the curveball. Up and inside. Garver with a chance to give the Mariners the lead. The 2-2. Swinging a foul ball. Do it again. Breaking ball in the lower inside corner. Looked like possibly a changeup. J.P. Crawford on deck. The 2-2. Swing and a pop-up into shallow center field, and the second baseman, Arias, makes the catch, 2 down. Mariners down to their final out in the top of the 11th, have not been able to move that runner. Here comes JP with an opportunity. JP Crawford, a 2-hit night. Hit a home run lefty-lefty the other day against the Rangers and Patrick Corbin on the first pitch of the ball game. In the second game of that 3-game set. First pitch to JP is up high, ball 1. Makes you wonder if they're going to put in a DH if they're going to keep Polanco. And the 1-0 to JP. Shoots this and right to Arias for out number 3. We go bottom 11. We're tied. That sucks. Well, whoever's coming in from the bullpen, gotta lock it down now. Big time. Tyler Soderstrom will be the automatic runner at second base. Mariners still win? They can. But it has to go to 12. Man, if Munoz hadn't given up that first pitch to, I honestly forget who it was. I believe it was J.J. Bleday in the bottom of the 10th. This game would have likely been over had everything else panned out the exact same way. But it's hard to know. Hard to really say, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it all comes down to who bats last, and the A's are in prime position to end this game. Would it shock me? Not one bit. As I ask myself that question and I answer it myself. Nonetheless, here we go. Bottom 11 here in Sacramento. And here comes Casey Legumina on the mound. Ghost runner at second base. And here comes Gio Urshela with Soderstrom on second base. One run wins it. Here comes Gio Urshela, the first pitch as he checks back to second base. Crowd isn't a fan of Legumina checking back to second. Shows bunt, almost hits him, but it's still a bunt. Wow, close bunt, 0-1, because it hit off his bat and almost hit him in the face. As he tried to pull back his bunt, it hit him in the bat. 0-1 to Gio Urshela. And apparently, Jorge Polanco would be the runner at second base for the Mariners in the following inning. Not sure why. Let's say switch the lineup around. Winning run at second base. Urshela shows bunt again, doesn't go, pulls back. It's a 1-1. Oh, Polanco's playing second base in the field. Rivas is in left field. Mastrobuoni's in right field. I see what he meant by second base. Urshela shows bunt once again. He gets it down. Goes right to the first baseman Solano. Throws back to first in time. 1 out. Runner moves up. And the winning run is 90 feet away. Sacrifice bunt is successful. Solano played the bunt well. And here comes Shea Langoliers, the A's catcher. Perfect bunt by Urshela. Solano takes it himself. Checks over to third as the runner's already going. Throws on to first in time, and the winning run. You don't need a hit to win it. And they're putting Langoliers on. Langoliers is intentionally walked to potentially set up the double play, and of course, Langoliers being one of the A's better hitters. It is a safe move to put him on. I do agree with that. And here comes J.J. Bleday, who tied it up in the top of the 10th. Or bottom of the 10th, my apologies. Really appreciate you guys coming out tonight. It means a ton. Especially it's been over a week since I last streamed. And thankfully I'm streaming a game that's this close and crazy. Coming up on 4 hours long. 3 hours and 40 minutes I've been streaming. And a chance for more if the Mariners are able to escape this. Are they putting him on too? They're putting Bleday on and the bases are going to be loaded. So now it's a force out at every base. And here comes Jacob Wilson. This guy puts the ball in play more than any other batter on this A's team. And he's coming up with the bases loaded and 1 out. Force out at every base. Infield is very much in. First pitch to Jacob Wilson is swung on, fouled back. So 2 straight intentional walks. And Legumina finally throws another pitch. The 0-1 to Wilson. Swing and a miss. 92 top rail. 0-2. Oh-2 is fouled away. High heat. 93 miles an hour. Count remains 0-2. Jacob Wilson's not a guy who walks often, so We'll see if this works out. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball, base hit, ball game. Shoots it right through the second baseman hole, and the A's walk it off in 11 innings. And the A's walk it off 7-6 in 11 innings. The Mariners kind of put themselves in that spot for whatever reason, and it works out in the A's favor. And the Mariners drop their second straight game. That game was going to come down to whoever was going to be batting last. So that's going to be the ball game for tonight, folks. A nearly 4-hour game, which went a very long way, and unfortunately not in the Mariners' favor. They dropped their second straight to the second place A's. They're still not in first place. The Mariners still retain their first place lead as the Mariners fall to 20-14 on the year. Let me fix that. A tough loss there. You can't win them all in extra innings, and now the Athletics are only a game behind and will tie the Mariners for the division lead if they win tomorrow or one more game in the series. Actually, that's a lie. Yeah. So now the Mariners are one loss away also from losing their first series since being swept in San Francisco. But if trends go the way the Mariners have gone lately, the Mariners lose the first game of the series, then win the next two. That happened for about 3 or 4 straight series. And hopefully that continues to be the case for this A's series. Unfortunately, for the stream here, I will not be here tomorrow because I'm going to tomorrow's game in Sacramento, which is going to be very exciting business. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully, the Mariners can get a win. It'll be Emerson Hancock on the mound for the Mariners tomorrow. He's been looking great his last 2 starts after his first really, really poor start against the Tigers back in the beginning of the season. But, yeah. Good job, Vin. If you're talking about Vin Scully, I really appreciate it. That means a hell of a lot. So, yeah, that game was an absolute dogfight, and it all came down to whoever was the home team, and unfortunately, it was the A's. Man, oh man, what a ball game. What a heart stopper. I can't say I'm mad at that loss, but it does kind of suck. It does suck. But had its ups and downs. You'll be seeing some highlights on TikTok and the YouTube Shorts. So go follow the TikTok if you haven't already. It is down in the description. Make sure to subscribe if you're new and haven't already. Like, once again, I've said this many times. We were trying to reach 200 subscribers. We are less than 15 subscribers away. And that would be incredible for you guys to hit that milestone. And, yeah, tough loss for the Mariners. Of course, you can't win them all. But those close games you really hope you can get into. And, yeah, I think that's going to do it for tonight, guys. It means a hell of a lot. You guys showing up and showing out. Had a pretty good crowd on hand for tonight in a very, very intense ball game. And I wouldn't say worth the wait, but it was worth watching the whole way. So, once again, appreciate you guys coming out. It means a ton. I will see you guys in all likelihood on Sunday afternoon. No, not Sunday. Wednesday afternoon at 12:35. As far as I don't have anything going on that day. So, yeah, really much looking forward to see you guys there. It's going to be fun. Subscribe and put notifications on so you guys can actually see those streams when they go live and be with us the entire way. So, yeah, I'll probably record my time on my phone there and then make a vlog, hopefully, after the Wednesday game. And, yeah, like Tyler said, make sure to hit that like button. It would mean a hell of a lot, make the stream more visible. And, yeah, I'm going to sign off for tonight and just relax. It's almost 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And, yeah, appreciate you guys coming out once again.